Checkered flag flies for flight number 1 of the 305 Sprint Car Hot Laps here tonight at the Jacksonville Speedway. Garrett Duff logging the fastest time with a lap of 11.815 seconds. Tyler Duff right behind him with a time of 11.904. And Ben Wagner with a time of 12.063. The three fastest here in Hot Laps for flight number 1 of the 305 Sprint Cars. Flight number 2 coming out, POWRi Lucas Oil War Sprints. You need to be in staging now, please. Lucas Oil. POWRi War Sprints, please make your way to staging for Hot Laps. As flight number 2 for the 305 Sprint Cars come onto the track, led by the 27, that is Tanner Gebhardt. Coming across the infield, he's paired alongside with the 32, Stanley Steamer 32, that is Jeff Tuxor. Paulie Haley's here tonight, he's in the bright blue 17, along with the 44, that is Jeff Moffitt. Piloting the 7th car tonight is Nick Guernsey. And the 4J is Justin Parrish. The 57M is Robbie McQuinn. As we round out our field for the 305 Sprint Cars, once again, POWRi Lucas Oil War Sprints. You need to be in staging for Hot Laps, please. Last 305 Sprint Car here. Flight number 2 of the Hot Laps, that's the 9T of Dylan Tuxmore. Last call for Lucas Oil POWRi War Sprints. You need to be in staging for Hot Laps now, please. As push trucks make their way for flight number 2, the 305 Sprint Cars here at the Jacksonville Speedway. Once again, cars on the track right now, the 27 of Tanner Gebhardt, the 7 of Nick Guernsey, the 4J of Justin Parrish, the 32 of Jeff Tuxor, the 17 of Paulie Haley, and the 57 of Robbie McQuinn. Invite you down to the Hall of Fame Lounge here in the Jacksonville Speedway Grandstand area. Racing from the Des Moines State Fair, streaming online underneath the grandstand tonight in the Hall of Fame Lounge, along with our own YouTube feed. So make your way down if you need to get a cold drink in the Hall of Fame Lounge tonight. Plenty of racing action being streamed, including tonight's races here in Jacksonville and at the Des Moines State Fair.
Samuel Wagner in car number 73. Maxim Chassis, the POWRi 410 Racing Engine, Whitecoat Construction, Michael Brothers Racing, Impact Signs, awnings and wraps, Jesse Hockett Racing, sponsors on the 73 of the Hammer, Samuel Wagner. To his inside on the back straightaway out of Kansas, Illinois, car number 5C of Colton Cottle. Colton Cottle in the 5C. 410 Foxco Racing Engine, ERC Chassis, Cottle Flooring, Nick Bell Farms, Bachman Farms, JC Auto and Truck Car sponsors on that 5C of Colton Cottle. Entering into turns number 3 and 4, car number 20 out of Lovelock, Illinois, Steve Thomas. Steve Thomas behind the wheel of car number 20. 410 Foxco Racing Engine, Boss Chassis, Steve Thomas Racing next in. Hornets sponsors on that 20 of Steve Thomas. Coming down the first straightaway out of Middleton, Tennessee, car number 16 of Anthony Nicholson. Anthony Nicholson in the 16. 410 Dynamic Racing Engine, Maxim Chassis, Great Direct Graphics. And DHR Suspension sponsors on that 16 of Anthony Nicholson. Car number 12 out of Nixon, Missouri, Wesley Smith. Wesley Smith in car number 12. Helm Racing Engine 410, Eagle Chassis. Helm Racing, Wesley Smith Racing, Universal Service Agency, and Sherville Suspensions sponsors on that car number 12 of Wesley Smith. As hot lap session number 1 about to take flight for the POWRi WAR Sprint Car League. Keep an eye on that car number 90 of Riley Glasgow. Green flag in the air. We're hot lapping in session number 1 for the POWRi WAR Sprint League. Conclusion. Fast time in that hot lap session. Car number 5C of Colton Cottle with an 11.934, an 11-second 934 lap for the 5C of Colton Cottle. So Colton Cottle in that car number 5C with a fast time in hot lap session number 1. Hot lap session number 2 set to take the track. Coming out onto the racetrack out of Burfield, Illinois, going to be car number 2A, Austin Archdale. Austin Archdale in the 2A. 410 Homebuilt Racing Engine, Triple X Chassis, The Underdog, Chad Farms, Springfield Insurance, and Quickly Farm sponsors on the 2A of Austin Archdale. Down into the infield, car number 6 out of Auburn, Illinois. It's Mario Speedway and Mario Klauser. Mario Klauser in the 6. 410 Claxton Racing Engine, Maxim Chassis, Yokohama Tires, Klauser Trailer Sales, Napa Auto Parts, and Klauser Automotive sponsors on that car number 6 of Mario Klauser. Right here by the flag stand, car number 77 out of Lone Jack, Missouri, it's Jack Wagner. Jack Wagner in the 77. The POWRi 410 Racing Engine, Maxim Chassis, Jesse Hockett Racing, Bennett County Tire, Whitecoat Construction, Impact Signs, awnings and wraps, KC Platinum Contracting, sponsors on the 77 of Jack Wagner. Over in turns number 3 and 4, car number 01 out of Stronghurst, Illinois, Travis Pence. Travis Pence in the 01. Achilles Racing Engine, 305 Racing Engine, Maxim Chassis, Midland Performance, Feedlot Bar and Grill, DA Moore Trucking, and Bell Helmet sponsors on the 01 of Travis Pence. On the back straightaway, car number 31B out of Millersville, Missouri, it's Joe B. Miller. Joe B. Miller in the 31B. A 410 Patriot Racing Engine, MRP Chassis, Matt McGarry Motorsports, Robert Taylor Insurance, INN Machine, Lewis Trucking, Co-Local Meats, Cumberland Burger, 4R and Wald sponsors on the 31B of Joe B. Miller.
Dirt Car UMP Street Stops. You need to be in staging for hot laps. Dirt Car UMP Street Stops. You need to be in staging now for hot laps, please.
And last but certainly not least, don't want to miss him over here in turn number 4, car number 6B out of Mason City, Illinois, Andy Ball. Andy Ball in the 6B. A 410 Dirty Racing Engine, J&J Chassis, New Tech Seats, powered by Outperform, and Pro Shock sponsors on the 6B of Andy Ball. So hot lap session number 2 of 3 for the POWRi WAR Sprint League about to take place and set flight. Looks like all cars are going to get those engines fired. 7 in a Lone Jack, Missouri, Jack Wagner. That's car number 77 of Jack Wagner. He is trying to get refired, or he's going to take that car behind the wall. Hopefully, he can make whatever adjustments he needs to get that thing race ready for not only his heat race, but his feature event yet to come as he is in the top 5 in points for the POWRi WAR Sprint League. Hot lap session number 2, back to green. Session number 2 draws to a conclusion. It's the car number 6 of Mario Klauser with a new fast time out here on the racing surface, an 11.889 lap time. So a new fastest lap time out here for car number 6 of Mario Klauser. Mario Speedwagon figuring it out early, an 11.889 second lap time for car number 6 of Mario Klauser. Out onto the racing surface hot lap session number 3 of 3 for the POWRi WAR Sprint League. Out the gate first, out of Elkhart, Illinois, car number 52F of Logan Falcon. It's a 410 Foxway Racing Engine, Eagle Chassis, Advanced Class Special, Conaway Handyman, Elkhart Fertilizer, and Pacesetter Solutions sponsors on that car number 52F of Logan Falcon. Coming on to the racetrack, car number 22S out of Cactus Flats, Missouri. Slater Helt in the 22S. Dave Conn Racing Engine 410, DRC Chassis, Helts, Turf Farms, Dent Remedy, King Racing, Helts, Topsoil, and DDI Fab. Sponsors on that car number 22S of Slater Helt. Out onto the racing circuit, going into turns number 1 and 2 out of Springfield, Illinois, the 8D, Robbie Standards. Robbie Standards behind the wheel of that car number 8D. It's a Velcro 410 Racing Engine, Maxim Chassis, Farmers Insurance. Sponsors on tonight's driver of the 8D, Robbie Standards. On the inside of turn number 1 out of Marstello, Illinois, car number 90X of Patrick Booty. Patrick Booty in the 90X, 410 Fontana Homeboat Racing Engine, GFI Chassis, APT Powder Coating, Rayette Landscaping, Brian Thompson Roofing. Sponsors on the 90X of Patrick Booty. Car number 56 out of Auburn, Illinois, Mitchell Davis behind the wheel of car number 56. Mitchell Davis in the 56, 5-star engine service, 410 Racing Engine, Bosch Chassis, Iowa Auto Body, Can-Ham Graphics, Glenn Brothers Garage Door. Sponsors on the 56 of Mitchell Davis. Car number 29 coming down the front straightaway out of Saybrook, Illinois, Mitch Rissmiller in the 29, 410 Rissmiller Racing Engine, DRC Chassis, Conaway Handyman, Indy Race Parts, Disaster Graphics and Performance. Sponsors on the 29 of Mitch Rissmiller. Car number N2 down the front straightaway out of Atlanta, Illinois, Nick Harris in the N2, 410 Automotive Machine Racing Engine, DRC Chassis, Idle Hour Tavern, KRJ Safety, Eyesight Designs, Indy Race Parts. Sponsors on the N2 of Nick Harris. And firing off down the front straightaway, only 16 points behind in the POWRi WAR Sprint League standings. Car number 28 out of Springfield, Missouri, Corey Schutte in the 28. 410 Victory Racing Engine, Bosch Chassis, Hughes Brothers, Empire Energy, Vehicles Unlimited, Sprint Lawn Care, Outdoor Custom Creations, VP Racing, and Sawyer Racing. Sponsors on the 28 of Corey Schutte. All lap session number 3 underway as the green flag flies here at Jacksonville Speedway. POWRi WAR Sprint League. Car number 28. Corey Schutte is in the 6 of Mitchell Davis with a 12.182. So Mr. Davis leading the way in hot lap session number 3, but the fast time for the POWRi WAR Sprint League happened in hot lap session number 2 by that car number 6, Mario Clouser, with an 11.889 second lap time for Mario Clouser. That's going to wrap things up for the hot lap session for the POWRi WAR Sprint League. Back to you, Brian.
Thank you very much, Alan, as we get ready for tonight's dirt car UMP Street Stock class here at the Jacksonville Speedway. 13 cars registered this evening. We'll break it down into 2 heats and bring everyone back to the feature later on this evening. Let's introduce you to drivers coming out from flight number 1 of hot laps. Brayton Pilger leads things off out of Jacksonville, Illinois, the orange and white 17B. Behind him, that's the 5 car of Mr. Terry Reed, the 5-time winner here at the Jacksonville Speedway this season. Andy Zahn pilots the 2Z machine. He's in turn number 1 and 2, along with Cletus Coates in the 34X, and the 99 is Mr. Jason Meyer. Daryl Dick returns for a second straight show tonight at the Jacksonville Speedway. He's in the 22 car. Behind him is the white 14. That's Mr. Wes Visenthal. HART Series non-winged Micros, you need to begin reporting to staging now, please. HART Series non-wing Micros, you need to begin reporting to staging now. Caution flag comes out here in flight number 1 of the hot laps for the dirt car UMP Street Stocks for what appears to be a drive shaft that is broken free. Cody and Bubba make quick work of getting that off the track as we'll get back to green flag here for flight number 1 of the hot laps very quickly. Checkered flag flies for flight number 1 here in the dirt car UMP Street Stocks tonight. Once again, HART Series non-wing Micros, you need to be in staging now, please, for hot laps. HART Series non-wing Micros, you need to be in staging now for hot laps. Cars coming out for flight number 2 here, the dirt car UMP Street Stocks hot laps, led out by the Concord native, the 89. That's the smooth criminal, Mr. Mike Jackson. He's followed along by the 72C. Driven tonight by Mr. Jimmy Millen. The 4M out of Jacksonville, Illinois is David Mowery. Also hailing out of Jacksonville, Illinois, the 67R, that's Rudy Zaragoza. Jacob Bowen joins the fray tonight. He's in the black and blue 52, followed by the 44J, that's Jeremy Madsen. Last call. For the HART Series non-winged micros, you need to be in staging for hot laps, please. Last call for the HART Series non-winged micros, you need to be in staging now. That wraps up our hot laps for the Dirt Car UMP Street Stock Series here at the Jacksonville Speedway. Once again, 2 heats scheduled tonight. All cars scheduled to make it to the A main later on this evening. And now we bring out our HART Series non-winged micro class tonight. First off, driving the 12 car out of Liberty, Illinois, the Huddleston Auto. Number 12 out of Liberty, Illinois is Mr. Randy Hudson. Also out of Liberty, Illinois, driving the Huddleston Auto 3. The 3 car is Johnny Huddleston. Johnny Huddleston out of Liberty, Illinois in the 3. The 2 car hails from Evansville, Indiana, and the Common Sense nonprofit Benthal Brothers Machine from Evansville, Indiana. The 2 car is Mr. Tyler Rust. From Jacksonville, Illinois, the pink 8 is the Bailey Chassis Richland County Machine, driven by Miss Bailey Lowe. Other cars in the track right now in the Bacchus Construction Alpha 1 Vinyl Works. That's the 71 out of Buffalo, Illinois. That's Mr. Jake Cheatham. From Buffalo, Illinois, the Kamidowski Excavating Bandit Shocks 12 machine from Buffalo, Illinois is Mr. Jacob Patton. That wraps up flight number 1 of the POWRi Racing Oil HART Non-Wing Micro Series here at the Jacksonville Speedway. The 12H is Randy Huddleston. The 12C is Jacob Patton, as we try to keep these cars straight for you here tonight. The 7A also on the track was Will Armitage out of Athens, Illinois. Hornets cars, you need to be in staging for hot laps now, please. Hornets cars, you need to be in staging for hot laps. Let's introduce you to cars here for flight number 2 from Coxville, Illinois, in the Disaster Graphics Emerald Farms 27. That's Kyle Parker. He's followed up by the 21 in the Stolas Signs 21 out of Springfield, Illinois. That's Blake Stolas. The 44 car hails from Jacksonville, Illinois. The Tom Finch Auto Meyer Sign Machine is Mr. Jacob Stewart in the 44S. From Hannibal, Missouri, that's Kevin Powell driving the Hard Rock Masonry Garrett Logging Machine in the 66 car. from Oblong, Illinois, driving the Floyd's Pace Cuppies Paint and Collision car. That's the 3M of Mr. Trace Mailer. Trace Mailer in the 3M. That wraps things up for the HART Series Non-Wing Micros cars here. 2 heats tonight in the Non-Wing Micros, 10 laps each. All will transfer to the A main later on this evening. 4 races already in the books for the HART Series Non-Wing Micros. Tyler Rust, Andy Bishop, and Matt Veach, 3 of the winners. Rust has won twice this season, back on June 1st and August 3rd. Hornets cars coming out for hot laps here at the Jacksonville Speedway. 9 registered tonight. Will run 1 heat of competition and then bring them all back for the feature later on this evening. The 30J tonight is Mr. Nick Johnson, followed by the 21D of Josh Dove out of Jacksonville, Illinois. The 44 is Bill Basso. Behind him is the black and white 47. That is Mr. Ryan Mangold. Coming across the start-finish line is the MJ3. That's Mr. Mark Burgess. 9 cars registered on the sheet. You see just about half of those here tonight for hot laps. As we'll get ready to go for a quick break for track prep after this, and then we'll begin heat racing here just very shortly at the Jacksonville Speedway. Sprint cars, you need to begin reporting to staging now. 305 sprint cars, begin reporting to staging now for heats. We are going to get ready for opening ceremonies here in just a quick second, folks. Once again, 305 sprint cars, you need to begin reporting to staging right now for heat action here at the Jacksonville Speedway. A beautiful Sunday evening here at the heart of Morgan County. Where are all my Cardinals fans at tonight? How about those St. Louis Cardinals? Wow, wee, wow. How about that? Harrison Bader coming up big today. And if you ever would have said, now, hey, the Cardinals are going to play 4 games real quick in a weekend, you wouldn't have said, well, they're going to win the first 3, and we'll see how the 4th one goes tonight. But by gosh, that's kind of where we're at right now. Pretty good deal. Pretty good deal. I don't know if any of the teams in the NL Central are actually any good, but one of them has to be the best one out of the middle of the pack, I guess. Once again, 305 sprint cars, you need to begin reporting to staging now, please. 305 sprint cars, you need to begin reporting to staging right now. Once again, if you need to take a break from out here in the grandstand tonight, of course, our race will be streaming down underneath in the Hall of Fame Lounge, underneath the grandstand, along with that DuQuoin State Fair Champ Car race also going on tonight. So if you need to take a break, go get something to drink, grab something to eat in the concession stand, head over to that Hall of Fame Lounge. You can watch both races streaming live downstairs underneath in the Hall of Fame Lounge tonight here at the Jacksonville Speedway. Race fans, who's ready to go racing tonight at the Jacksonville Speedway? Let's hear it. Who's enjoying a nice long weekend on a Labor Day weekend? That's not a bad deal either. Plenty of time to get home tonight and get yourself a good night rest with a holiday tomorrow. My name is Brian Shoemaker. We are so very happy, humbled, and honored you are spending your hard-earned dollars and well-earned time with us here on a Sunday night at the Jacksonville Speedway. First and foremost, as we always do, one of the most important things we need to do. Are there any former or current military members in the crowd tonight? Please raise your hand if you are. If you are raising your hand, would you please stand up? If you are still sitting, would you please clap louder for these men and women than you just did for me, who have sacrificed their time, finances, and lives to help keep us safe and keep us the best country in the whole darn world here in the United States of America. Ladies and gentlemen, if you would kindly rise to your feet, if you are able, we ask you to remove all caps and covers that you may be wearing tonight and face the American flag in the infield with your hand over your heart for the playing of the Star-Spangled Banner. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. So happy to have you with us here tonight on a Labor Day weekend, headlined on our 5-class program by the POWRi Lucas Oil Non-Wing Sprint Cars, the season championship for the Non-Wing War Sprint Cars here tonight at Jacksonville. And a great field, as we told you earlier, 22 cars on the registration list tonight. 305 Sprint Cars, we need you now for heats, please. 305s, you need to be in staging, moving to staging right now for heats, please. Once again, we remind you all, if you need to take a break from here in the grandstand, head underneath. We've got the Jacksonville Speedway races streamed on the YouTube channel underneath, along with the DuQuoin State Fair Champ Car races going on this evening, so you're going to get to see a lot of racing, even if you need to take a break away from here at the main racing arena. Last Sunday, we are scheduled to be here at the Jacksonville Speedway. Of course, many of you know we have been here quite often on a Sunday night over the past 5 weeks, as we had amended our second half schedule for some rainouts and some other conflicts with other area races. But we are here, ready to go for our last Sunday of the season. And of course, we invite you to JacksonvilleSpeedway.com to learn everything about the remainder of our schedule, including the NOS Energy Drink World of Outlaw Sprint Cars coming on Wednesday, September 25th. The makeup date is Wednesday, September 25th. That is a 7 o'clock start with no support classes that night. And the most important thing, if you were here last time, we attempted to get the World of Outlaw show in. If you still have your wristband, you need that to get in for free. If not, you'll have to pay at the admission gate. Let's introduce you to the field for heat number 1 in tonight's 305 Sprint Car class here at the Jacksonville Speedway. Drawing the pole pill tonight, the 27 is Mr. Tanner Gebhardt. On the outside of row number 1 will be the 00 car that's piloted by Matt Fair. Jeff Mata starts in row number 2 tonight. He's in the 44 machine starting 3rd, along with Ben Wagner, who won a heat here last weekend over Paul Nienheiser. He's driving the V8 car starting 4th. Justin Parrish starts 5th tonight on the inside of row J car. Jeff Tuxhorn starts 6th on the outside in the 32. Row number 4 looks like this from Weldon, Illinois on the inside. That's the 01 of Garrett Duff starting 7th. And the 9V of George Veniter rounds out the field of 8, starting 8th. again your grid for heat number 1, Tanner Gebhardt and Matt Fair in row number 1, Jeff Mata and Ben Wagner in row number 2, Justin Parrish and Jeff Tuxhorn in row number 3, Garrett Duff and George Van Eyder make up row number 4. As we told you earlier tonight, Paul Nienheiser, who has won the last 4 305 Sprint Car features here at the Jacksonville Speedway, not in action tonight in the 305 car, so you're going to see a brand new winner tonight here, Alan Staley, in the 305s. And it's been a while since we've interviewed somebody new in victory lane. Paul has had a heck of a run so far in the 305s and a great season overall this summer in his car.
Outstanding season for that car number 9, Paul Nienheiser. As I was looking at the stats over the weekend, it looks like he took a trip down to Lake Ozark Speedway to run with the ASCS National Tour. Picked up a podium finish last night, so a good, like you were saying, a good all-around season for that car number 9X of Paul Nienheiser. War Sprint League, we need you to staging, please. Heat race number 1 for War, we need you to staging, please.
Push trucks getting the cars in action here for heat number 1 of the 305 sprints. Needing extra run here to get behind the 9V of George Van Eyder on the backstretch coming into turn 3. Jen Parnell, Justin McMurphy, Alan Motley helping man things up here on the infield scoring tower tonight. Cars make their way to the starting formation here. All 8 cars make the call here for heat number 1 of the 305 sprint cars. As we are ready to go racing tonight here on the Labor Day weekend at Jacksonville Speedway. So glad you're joining us, whether you're in the crowd or watching alongside on the YouTube channel. We're glad you're chiming in with us here tonight. Tanner Gebhardt gets a heck of a jump on the left of the field. He's got a 6 or 7 car length lead way early here as he gets across this car. started. Trouble in turn number 4 involving the 1 car of Garrett Duff and the 4J. That is Justin Parrish caught up together in turn number 4. Guys along the fences in turns 3, 4 in the back, 2, 3 in the backstretch. We need you off of the fences, please. Guys in the fence lines there, 2, 3 in the backstretch. We need you to make your way into the seating area on the infield grandstands, please. We cannot have you guys standing there during the race action, please. Once again, guys along the fence line there, 2, 3 in the backstretch. If you can make your way to the infield grandstands, we'd be more than happy to have you enjoy the racing from there. Tow truck comes out for the 4J. That is Justin Parrish. Being hauled off in front of us here at the grandstand side. This one tried to get heat number 1 restarted here with no issues. Matt Fair, Ben Wagner, Jeff Mata, Garrett Duff, Jeff Tuxor now. The running order is what started with 8 cars has quickly whittled down to 6. Caution lights fall as the race field comes back around turns 3 and 4, and here we go looking to restart for heat number 1 of 305 Sprint Cars. Trouble really forward of Jeff Mata in turn number 1. He falls quickly to the back of the 6-car field as Tanner Gebhardt finish line. Positions 3, 4, and 5 is the 32. Jeff Tuxor trying to get ahead of the 1 car of Garrett Duff and double 0 and Matt Fair. Tuxor checks in. got caught up in the cushion there in turn number 4, got up against the wall and had to slow down tremendously. Caution flag comes out once again for the one car that is geared up out of Weldon, Illinois.
Rex Battery, serving Jacksonville for over 35 years, carries over 75,000 batteries, offering a variety of services, including custom-built battery packs for all your battery-operated tools. Rex Battery specializes in rebuilding starters, alternators, and generators, saving their customers money. If you need a battery tested or replaced, come to Rex Battery in Jacksonville. At Rex Battery, Mark, Devin, and John have the knowledge and experience to provide all your battery needs.
When lives are on the line, one company leads the way, Whelen. With reliable light and siren systems for law enforcement and emergency vehicles, durable warning lights for construction equipment, powerful beacons for aircraft, and high-powered warning systems for communities in danger, Whelen leads with technical innovations that have defined the industry. Manufacturing innovations that protect the environment, and service innovations that build lasting relationships. Every part of every Whelen product is designed and manufactured in America, tested on site to meet the toughest industry certifications, and proven in the harshest environments anywhere to make sure everybody goes home at night. On the road, in the air, around the world, Whelen is trusted to be seen, trusted to be heard, trusted to perform.
Fans, let's hear it for your winner. Heat number 1 of the 305 Sprint Cars tonight. Here is the 27 of Mr. Tanner Gebhardt. And once again, Ben Wagner finishes second in heat number 1, followed by Jeff Tuxhorn, Jeff and Matt Fair, the 00, rounding out the 5 that finished under the checkered flag. Once again, POWRi WAR Sprint Cars. You need to be making your way out for staging now, please, if you are not there already. POWRi WAR Sprint League. You need to be in staging now. 6 cars making the call here in heat number 2. Let's introduce you to the starting grid. On the pole is the 57 out of Springfield, Illinois. That's Mr. Robbie McQuinn. Paired to his outside, starting second tonight, is the 9T. That's Dylan Tuxhorn. Tyler Duff starts third. He's been sitting in the infield patiently waiting for the 84 machine. Turn number 1. To his outside is the 7 car, Nick Guernsey, starting fourth. The X-Car of Robbie Standridge out of Springfield, Illinois starts fifth tonight in row number 3. To his right is the 29 machine piloted by Wyatt Wilkerson starting 6th. Push cars get the instruction to help the 305 sprint cars get moving here at the Jacksonville Speedway. Second of 2 heats tonight here for the 305 sprint cars. Our first of 5 classes tonight for you on Labor Day Sunday in Jacksonville. Seven cars were on the sheet. Paulie Haley having some trouble tonight. He will not make it out for heat number 2. Working diligently to try and make it out for the feet group later on this evening, though, is the 17 of Paulie Haley. Caution lights come down. Once again, your field here in heat number 2, Robbie McQuinn and Dylan Tuxhorn in row number 1. Tyler Duff, Nick Guernsey in row number 2. Robbie Standridge and Wyatt Wilkerson in row number 3. McQuinn and Tuxhorn lead us around turns 3 and 4. And here we go. On the lead start, heat number 2 is Robbie McQuinn. Jumps out to the early lead, followed by Dylan Tuxhorn. Tyler Duff, excuse me. And now we've got a caution flag because we're going to let these guys try the field reset. Alan Motley saw something hit him on it. And we'll try it again here in heat number 2. Trouble in turn number 3 between Tuxhorn and McQuinn. The light comes out now here in heat number 2, the 9T of Dylan Tuxhorn. The 9T got up to a much better start. This restart got caught up over turns number 3 and 4 with the 57 of Robbie McQuinn. Tuxhorn had just a small edge on him as they were coming into the turns. You can see the wheels getting caught up and Tuxhorn got spun around. And now he'll rejoin the rest of the race field here for caution. Tyler Duff, Robbie McQuinn, the 29 W of Wyatt Wilkerson, the first 3 as we come back to the across the start-finish line, followed by Robbie McQuinn, Wyatt Wilkerson, and 7 followed Nick Guernsey, 19. His way back up the racetrack. He's got some room to Nick Guernsey as they come into turn 4. Top of the race leader. That's the 84 of Tyler Duff out of Weldon, Illinois. He's sprinting around turns 3 and 4, coming back to the start-finish line. Robbie McQuinn's got some distance to go if he's going to win. He's in the 57. Wyatt Wilkerson now too far behind him in the 29 as strips 1, 2, and 3 make their way into the next stretch in turns 3 and 4. The back of the half. The 7, they come across the start-finish line. Robbie Standridge hot on his tail, the X-Car, followed up the 9T of Dylan Tuxhorn. tight battles going on for positions 2 and 3 and positions 4 and 5 here. And heat number 2 is the 57 of Robbie McQuinn being chased down by the 29 of Wyatt Williamson. Robbie Stanley goes all the way back into the fourth now to the 7 car of Nick Guernsey trying to claim it back. Back to the race leader, that's Tyler Duff. He sees the white flag first, 1 lap to go here in heat number 2. Robbie McQuinn and Wyatt Williamson in positions 2 and 3 as the checkered flag comes up. And the checkered flag flies from Tyler Duff in the 84. Robbie McQuinn and Wyatt Wilkerson finish 2 and 3. Robbie Standridge finishes 4th, followed by the 7 car of Nick Guernsey and the X car of the 7 car. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner for heat number 2 in the 305 sprints, the 84 of Tyler. It is season championship night for the Lucas Oil POWRi WAR Sprint League. Here to tell you all about it, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Alan Staley.
As you were alluding to it, Brian, it all comes down to tonight for the POWRi Lucas Oil WAR Sprint League. 2 drivers in contention for the points championship, just 16 markers separating those top 2. As it sits right now, car number 90, Riley Kreisel out of Warsaw, Missouri, looks to be the defending champion as he's currently 16 points above car number 28 out of Springfield, Missouri, Corey Schutte. So keep an eye on that car number 90 of Riley Kreisel and the 28 of Corey Schutte as the night progresses. If that car number 28 of Corey Schutte parks it in victory lane here tonight, he needs to beat Kreisel by 4 positions in order to win the championship. It kind of mixes and matches as you go down through the positioning that say if Schutte finishes 2nd, Kreisel may need to finish above 7th. So it's going to get tricky and going to get real interesting by the time the feature comes out. Heat race number 1 out onto the racing surface. Hinchman Raceware heat race number 1 on the pole out of Lone Jack, Missouri, scheduled to go car number 77 of Jack Wagner. Outside row number 1 out of Warsaw, Missouri, car number 90 of Riley Kreisel. Inside row number 2 out of Elkhart, Illinois, car number 52F of Logan Vaughan. Outside of him, it's car number 29 out of Saybrook, Illinois, Mitch Wismiller. Inside row number 3 out of Kansas, Illinois, the 5C Colton Cottle. Outside of him, car number 01 out of Stronghurst, Illinois, Travis Pence. And in that 4th and final row, inside out of Rantoul, Illinois, car number 20, Steve Thomas. On the outside, the 73 out of Lone Jack, Missouri, Samuel Wagner. Here in Hinchman Raceware Heat Race number 1, as the oldest maker of driving suits, the Hinchman team has the experience, ability, and desire to continually improve the protection of our drivers. Making custom-tailored uniforms to fit your individual and specific measurements, Hinchman Racing suits are known for standing the test of time. Hinchman suit owners have the confidence and the comfort knowing why they choose to wear the best. Why settle for anything less? Hinchman Raceware Heat Race number 1. And again, race fans, if you like what you see here tonight, you can find us back in action as our season concludes at the Hockett-McMillan Memorial in Wheaton, Missouri, September 19th, the 20th, and September 21st, the 3-day event at Lucas Oil Speedway, our annual Hockett-McMillan Memorial event. As the field's starting to get set, light's going to go down, get the 1 to signal this time by. Again, that front row, the 77, Jack Wagner on the inside. Outside of him, car number 90 of Riley Kreisel. Inside row number 2, the 52F of Logan Falk, and outside of him, car number 29 of Mitch Wismiller. Row number 3 finds the 5C, Colton Cottle on the inside, the 01 of Travis Pence outside of him. And row number 4, Steve Thomas in the 20, the 73, Samuel Wagner. 8 cars, 8 laps, passing points, looking for green. Green flag in the air. We're racing. Hinchman Raceware Heat Race number 1, side by side, taking us into 1 and 2. Kreisel on the high side, gonna have momentum down the back straightaway. It's car number 90. Riley Kreisel out to the early lead. The 77 of Jack Wagner up to 2nd. 52 of Morgan Falcon rounding out the podium. That's up to his outside. The 29 of Mitch Wismiller and the 5C of Colton Cottle. Cottle rounding out the top 5. And back behind him, the 73 of Samuel Wagner. Cottle over to the inside of the 29 of Mitch Wismiller. Nothing quite doing as we take him into turns number 1 and 2. side by side for fourth and fifth between the 29 of Mitch Swissmiller and the 5C of Colton Cottle. Back to the back. Outside the top five, you have the 73 of Samuel Wagner sitting sixth. The 01 of Travis Finn, 7th and 20 of Steve Thomas rounding out your field. Everybody chasing car number 90 of Riley Kreisel. Cross flags halfway through. Richmond Raceler heat race number 1. Warsaw, Missouri's own Riley Kreisel taking the lead on lap number 1 from the outside, row number 1, but storming back. Here comes 77 of Jack Wagner. About a 2-car length difference between the top two down the back chute. Mitch Miller at car number 29 rounds out your podium as the 52 up of Logan Falcon. Back to the 4th spot. Colton Cottle still rounding out your top 5 as the laps keep ticking away. It's still car number 90, Riley Kreisel, your leader, the 77 of Jack Wagner trying to find a way, and here comes the 29 of Mitch Miller as the white flag comes out. One more time around Jacksonville Speedway. Through 1 and 2, down the back chute. Exit off of 4, your heat race winner, car number 90 of Riley Kreisel. Second place to the 77 of Jack Wagner. Third place to the 29 of Mitch Miller. Fourth place to the 2 of Morgan Falcon. And rounding out your top 5, car number 5C of Colton Cottle. But here he comes, race fans, down the front straightaway, picking up the heat race win out of Warsaw, Missouri. Car number 90 of Riley Kreisel. Second place again, 77 of Jack Wagner. And rounding out the podium, car number 29 of Mitch Wissmiller. War Sprint League, heat race number 3. We need you in staging, please. War Sprint League, we need you in staging. Heat race number 3. Bell Helmets heat race number 2, getting ready to roll out onto the racing surface. Bell Racing helmets are designed and developed technically superior auto racing helmets and accessories built to maximize protection and enhance the driver's performance. Celebrating 60 years of innovation, Bell remains as the premier safety helmet company in the world. Bell Racing helmets heat race number 2. On the pole out of Cactus Flats, Missouri, car number 22S of Slater Help. Outside row number 1 out of Nixon, Missouri, car number 12 of Wesley Smith. Inside row number 2 out of Pacific, Missouri, car number 70 of Pete Palazzolo. Outside of him, scheduled to go out of Lone Jack, Missouri, car number 4, the Cowboy Braden Cromwell. Row number 3 on the inside out of Millersville, Missouri, car number 31B of Joe B. Miller. Outside of him, out of Mason City, Illinois, car number 6B of Andy Baugh. Shotgun on the field, going to be that car number 6 out of Auburn, Illinois, Mario Klauser. As unable to make the call, car number 4 of the Cowboy, Braden Cromwell, facing some engine issues earlier in the night. Unable to make the call, car number 4, Braden Cromwell. So that's going to move up the 6B of Andy Baugh, outside row number 2. The 6 of Mario Klauser, going to be on the outside of row number 3. So it's the 22S Slater held on the inside, row number 1, the 12, Wesley Smith outside of him. Row number 2 is the 70 of Pete Palazzolo and the 6B of Andy Baugh. Row number 3, the 31B, Joe B. Miller, and the 6 of Mario Klauser.
Dirt Car UMP Street Stocks, you need to begin making your way to staging, please. Dirt Car UMP Street Stocks, please begin making your way to staging.
We're going to start to set the field here in Bell Racing Helmets Heat Race number 2. Like to thank our 2 great sponsors, POWRi Performance Open Wheel Racing Incorporated, our touring sanctioning body specializing in national midgets, non-wing sprint cars, 600cc outlaw micro sprint racing, and Lucas Oil. Lucas Oil Products is an American manufacturer and distributor of automotive oil, additives, and lubricants. Heat Race number 2 getting ready to go green as we're not going to go green this time by. We're going to take them one more time around. Again, 22S Slater held out of Cactus Flats, Missouri, on the pole outside of him. Out of Nixon, Missouri, car number 12, Wesley Smith. Out of Pacific, Missouri, car number 70 of Pete Palazzolo. On the outside of him, that car number 6B out of Mason City, Illinois, Andy Baugh. And in that third and final row out of Millersville, Missouri, car number 31B, Joe B. Miller. Outside of him, out of Auburn, Illinois, the 6th, Mario Klauser. 6 cars, 8 laps the distance. Here in Bell Racing Helmets Heat Race number 2 of 3 for the POWRi WAR Sprint League. Passing points of the utmost importance, as everybody is going to be going into the A main. Everybody automatically transferring into the A main. Passing points helps to set our feature lineup with the high point qualifier going to the trailer to do a redraw during intermission. They can go into the bag and either draw a 0, a 2, a 4, or a 6. Depending on what they draw is how much we invert. Drawing a 0, of course, that means no invert. A 2, you invert the front row. Sorry about the long delay, race fans. A little bit of technical difficulty as we are going to be looking over that light. And turn number 3 is supposed to be going off. So we're going to be doing a little bit of maintenance over there in turn number 3, trying to get the light to work for us. So again, talking about that season standings as it all comes down to tonight. The 90, Riley Kreisel has it. The 28, Corey Schutte wants it, just 16 markers back. Didn't think that one was going to work. Drivers getting a little bit of antsy as they seen the light go off. They were ready to go as they're getting the 1 to go. We should be getting ready to kick off Bell Racing Helmets Heat Race number 2 momentarily. 22S, Slater Held on the pole outside ahead with 12, Wesley Smith. The 70, Pete Palazzolo. The 6B, Andy Ball. 31B, Joe B. Miller. And the 6 of Mario Klauser. Getting the 1 to go signal this time by from Lonnie up here in the flag stand. Now the lights go out. The field is set. Lonnie, he's ready up here in the flag stand. We're going to be looking at green flag racing coming off turn number 4. Slater Help on the inside. Wesley Smith on the high side. Palazzolo, Ball, Miller, Klauser looking for green out of 4. Green flag in the air. Look at the race start side by side for the 2 front contenders. 12 and Wesley Smith up on the high side. Going to take over the lead down the back straightaway. It's the 12, Wesley Smith, your leader. 22S, Slater Held in hot pursuit. Here comes Joe B. Miller. Joe B. Miller all the way up to the number 4 spot. He's got the 70 as around goes Palazzolo. That's going to collect the 31B of Miller and Andy Ball off the front of the car. A hard rollover, scary moment for car number 6B of Andy Ball. Race fans, as soon as I receive word, I will pass it along to you. Race fans, driver is okay. Driver is okay. A scary moment over there in turns number 1 and 2. The 70 of Pete Palazzolo a little too hot and heavy into the corners. Joe B. Miller to the inside. Andy Ball in the 6B, nowhere to go. A little bit of a ramp, a lot of flight. Luckily, though, driver is okay.
Rex Battery, serving Jacksonville for over 35 years, carries over 75,000 batteries, offering a variety of services, including custom-built battery packs for all your battery-operated tools. Rex Battery specializes in rebuilding starters, alternators, and generators, saving their customers money. If you need a battery tested or replaced, come to Rex Battery in Jacksonville. At Rex Battery, Mark, Devin, and John have the knowledge and experience to provide all your battery needs.
as the safety crew doing their job, getting their Johnny on the spot, wasting no time to get these cars off on hooks. With a little break in the action, though, we can go back over these point standings, as again, it all comes down to tonight. 16 points separating the top two, the 90 of Kreisel, the 28 of Schutte. A little bit more stats about those two. In the 15 stars for Riley Kreisel, he's picked up 3 feature wins, 8 top 5s, and 12 top 10s. Corey Schutte in that car number 28, also in 15 starts. He's picked up 2 feature wins, 9 top 5s, and 12 top 10s. Kreisel trying to become a repeat winner, as he was our 2018 POWRi Lucas Oil War Sprint League champion. Corey Schutte in that car number 28 already claimed 2019's Rookie of the Year honors, as he has 2 big feature wins. Picked up his first feature win in only his 3rd start in the big car. In that car number 28, picked up the feature win at Lucas Oil Speedway at our 8th annual open wheel showdown down there in Wheatland, Missouri. Also picked up a feature win, a big feature win, a couple weeks ago, as he claimed the night at Lake Ozark Speedway in our non-wing nationals. As yellow flag conditions coming back out onto the racing surface, drivers being told go ahead and refire your car if you have somebody behind them. Again, race fans, if you like what you see here tonight, you can find us back in action, wrapping up our season at the Hockett-McMillan Memorial, September 19th, September 20th, September 21st at Lucas Oil Speedway in Wheatland, Missouri. We're getting ready to go back green flag racing for the Bell Racing Helmets, heat race number 2 of 3 for the POWRi Lucas Oil War Sprint League. Our current leader, car number 12 out of Nixon, Missouri, Wesley Smith. Sitting second, I believe, will be car number 22S of Slater Hell. Third will be the 6 of Mario Klauser. And 31B, Joe B. Miller. That car number 31B of Joe B. Miller is 1 lap down. So the 31B, Joe B. Miller, 1 lap down. One lap in the book of an 8-lap shootout here in Bell Racing Helmets, heat race number 2. Lights out, field set. Looking for the green flag out of turn number 4. Wesley Smith, Slater Hell, Mario Klauser, Joe B. Miller. Green flag in the air. Great start by car number 12 of Wesley Smith, as he's going to turn it sideways into turns number 1 and 2. Straighten it out down the back chute. 12 of Smith, 22S of Hell, 6 of Klauser, 31B of Joe B. Miller. As Miller looking down to the inside, but he is 1 lap down. Down the front straightaway into turns number 1 and 2. Now down the back chute for our leader. That's car number 12 of Wesley Smith. Put down a little bit of a smoke screen. Smith put down a little bit of a smoke screen as he goes into the corners. Don't know if it's a tire rub or something a little more serious. We'll have to keep an eye on it as the laps progress. Our leader, the 12, Smith, cross flags halfway through Bell Racing Helmets heat race number 2. It's the 12 of Smith, the 22S of Slater Hell, the 6 of Mario Klauser, the 31B of Joe B. Miller. Off for a little bit of a wheelie stand down the front straightaway for our leader, car number 12, Wesley Smith. Smith already claimed about a handful of heat races in 2019, looking for more. Off turn number 4, 2 more times around Jacksonville Speedway. It's the 12, Wesley Smith. There's a lot of smoke coming out of the back of our heat race leader, car number 12 of Wesley Smith. The smoke just keeps getting thicker as the laps keep ticking away. White flag comes out one more time around. He's through 1 off of 2. 2 down the back chute. Cranking it sideways one last time through turns number 3 and 4. Looking at the checkered flag, your heat race winner, car number 12 of Wesley Smith. Second place, the 22S of Slater Hill. Third place, the 6 of Mario Klauser. And rounding out your field, the 31B of Joe B. Miller. But there goes race fans through turns number 3 and 4. Give them a big round of applause. There's your heat race winner, car number 12 of Wesley Smith. Sure-Built Suspension, heat race number 3, set to roll out onto the racing surface. Sure-Built Suspensions is your one-stop shop for building, rebuilding, revalving, and dynoing all types of shocks. Conveniently located in Slater, Missouri. A company designed by racers for racers. Sure-Built Suspension, heat race number 3 of 3 for the POWRi Lucas Oil War Sprint League. On the pole, out of Marstello, Illinois, car number 90X of Patrick Booty. Outside of him, out of Brimfield, Illinois, car number 2A of Austin Archdale. Row number 2 on the inside, out of Springfield, Missouri, car number 28 of Corey Schutte. Outside of him, out of Auburn, Illinois, car number 56 of Mitchell Davis. Inside, row number 3, out of Bartlett, Tennessee, car number 16 of Anthony Nicholson. Outside of him, out of Springfield, Illinois, car number 8D of Robbie Standridge. And shotgun on the field out of Atlanta, Illinois, car number N2 of Nick Harris.
For Dirt Car UMP Street Stocks, you need to be in staging now if you are not there already. Dirt Car UMP Street Stocks, report to staging for heats.
As I do stand corrected, race fans, that car number 31B, Joe B. Miller, in the last heat race was not one lap down, so he was your 4th place finisher, car number 31B of Joe B. Miller. Just wanted to clarify that. So again, Sure-Built Suspension, heat race number 3 of 3 for the POWRi Lucas Oil War Sprint League. The field's starting to take shape as it looks like all drivers able to make the call and get fired. Again, the 90X, Patrick Booty on the pole. Outside him, the 2A, Austin Archdale. 28 of Corey Schutte on the inside of row number 2. The 56 of Mitchell Davis outside of him. Row number 3, the 16, Anthony Nicholson on the inside. The 8D, Robbie Standridge outside row 3. And the N2 of Nick Harris rounding out the field. Drivers looking at the 1 to go signal this time by Lonnie up here in the flag stand, giving the drivers 1 to go as the lights are going to be going down. The field is set. We're looking for green flag racing coming off turn number 4 for Sure-Built Suspension, heat race number 3 for the POWRi Lucas Oil War Sprint League. Booty on the inside, Archdale on the high side, looking for the green flag. Green is in the air, but I just don't think that one's gonna stand. As we go through turns number 3 and 4, 1 and 2, yellow flag coming back out onto the racing surface. Yellow flag coming back out onto the racing surface. Drivers being told side by side. Side by side on the exit of that turn number 4. No going fast till you get past that cone. Side by side, nose to tail, no fanning out, no jumping the stars, no brake checks. Gonna try it all over again. Lights out, field set. Booty on the inside, Archdale on the high side. Schutte and Davis in row 2, looking for the green flag. A lot better start this time for number 2A, Austin Archdale, as Mitchell Davis up on the high side. He's up to second, gonna cut it down low, looking for third. Schutte up to that number 3 spot as Mitchell Davis looking for the lead on the inside of turns number 3 and 4. All 4 side by side. Archdale gonna have it at the line, but here comes Mitchell Davis to his inside. Davis gonna have it down the back straightaway. Mitchell Davis in car number 56 taking over the lead from the 2A of Austin Archdale. Archdale his hands full with car number 28 of Corey Schutte. Schutte works down to his inside through turns number 1 and 2. Makes it work. New second place contender, car number 28 of Corey Schutte. Austin Archdale still setting third. As the 16 of Anthony Nicholson runs fourth. 8D of Robbie Standridge rounds out our top 5, followed by Patrick Moody in the 90 and the N2 of Nick Harris. Cross flags halfway through. Sherville suspension, heat race number 3. It's the 56. Mitchell David, tour leader, the 28 of Corey Schutte, second side by side for third and fourth. The 2A of Archdale on the high side, and the 16 of Anthony Nicholson on the low side. On the front straightaway, Nicholson going to have the advantage as we enter into turns number 1 and 2. Nicholson, perfect slide job. He's going to take over the number 3 spot as we got 2 more times around Jacksonville Speedway. Here in Sherville suspension heat race number 3. Mitchell Davis, your leader. Corey Schutte second. Anthony Nicholson third. Austin Archdale fourth as the white flag comes out one more time around. Rounding out the top 5 is the AD of Robbie Standridge, the N2 Nick Harris, and the 90 of Patrick Moody rounds out the field. Off turn number 4, looking at the checkered flag first. Your Sherville suspension heat race winner, car number 56 of Mitchell Davis. Second place for the 28 of Corey Schutte. Third place the 16 David Nicholson. Fourth place to the 2A of Austin Archdale. And rounding out your top 5, the AD of Robbie Standridge. But there he goes, race fans. Down the front straightaway. Great racing action out here in our 3 heat races for your POWRi Lucas Oil War Sprint League as these drivers take it around the track and get ready for their main event. Here he comes, race fans, down the front straightaway. Here's Sherville suspension heat race winner, car number 56 out of Auburn, Illinois, Mitchell Davis. With that heat race victory coming from outside row number 2 all the way up to pick up the heat race win. Car number 56, Mitchell Davis, will be tonight's high point qualifier. Davis going to go to the trailer during intermission for the redraw. As soon as I find out what number that was, race fans, I will pass it along to you. Brian, what do you think, my friend?
It's been a pretty interesting night so far here, Alan. It's definitely been a little bit of a rougher show than we've seen the past couple of nights here at the Jacksonville Speedway as the car's getting used to the track here tonight. But it's going to make for a great feature tonight. I think it's going to be a really exciting Roar League finish here for the season championship as we get ready now tonight for the dirt car UMP Street Stocks. 2 heats on the card tonight. Let's bring you tonight's first starting grid. 6 cars appear to make the call out of the 7. On the pole tonight is the 22. That is Daryl Dick. He's paired along on the outside out of Jacksonville, Illinois. The 4M is David POWRi. On the inside of row number 2, that's the 99 of Jason Meyer. He's paired alongside Jimmy Miller driving the 72 C car tonight. Jacob Bowen drew the pole pill. He elected to move to the back. He'll start 5th on the inside of row number 3 to his outside out of Jacksonville, Illinois. That's the 67R of Rudy Zaragoza. Wes Bisenthal missed the call. He was in the 14, slated to start 3rd. So Daryl Dick, who drew the number 5 spot, moves all the way up to the pole here in heat number 1 as Bowen elects to move to the back of the pack. So it'll be Daryl Dick, David POWRi, Jason Meyer, Jimmy Miller, Jacob Bowen, Rudy Zaragoza, your field here in heat number 1. And here we go, green flag. Daryl Dick jumps out to the early lead. Jason Meyer quickly moving up into the 2 spot. He jumps ahead of David POWRi and Rudy Zaragoza, who are nose-to-nose at the start-finish line, fighting for 3rd and 4th. Jimmy Miller sits in 5th. Jacob Bowen in the back of the pack. He's in 6th in the 52. Back to the race leader. That is Daryl Dick coming across the start-finish line in the 22 car. Jason Meyer trying to chase him down in the 99 as they go into turns 1 and 2. Rudy Zaragoza 2 car lengths behind the 99, trying to chase him down to the back stretch in turns number 3. Back to the back half of the field. It's David POWRi, Jimmy Miller, and Jacob Bowen rounding out in positions 4, 5, and 6. Daryl Dick continues to lead the race field, drew the pole pill, moved up to the pole, after a scratch and an election to move to the back by the 52. And now it has been to his advantage for the 22 as he continues to lead the race field into turns 3 and 4. Jason Meyer in 2nd, Rudy Zaragoza in 3rd. The front half way outpacing the back half here in heat number 1. Coming to the start-finish line. A tight battle right now for 4th and 5th. That's the 4M of David POWRi and the 72 seed driven tonight by Mr. Jimmy Miller. Usually we see Chet Peak in the 72 seed. And Jacob Bowen remains at 6th. Back to the race leader, that's Daryl Dick. He's on the back stretch of the 22, coming into turns 3 and 4. Jason Myers still behind, along with Ruby Zaragoza. The top 3 see the white flag, 1 left to go here in heat number 1. The race leaders start to come up on lap traffic. That's the 52 of Jacob Bowen. The 22 is going to have to work around him or get caught behind. Trouble for the 52. Trouble for the 22. And now the checkered flag comes out for the 99 of Jason Meyer. What a change of events here in heat number 1. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner for heat number 1 of the Dirt Car UMP Street Stocks, the 99 of Jason Meyer. Rudy Zaragoza jumps up to take 2nd. Daryl Dick dropped back to 3rd after he had trouble getting around the 52 of Jacob Bowen. Bowen got caught up in turn 4, slowed down just a hair. Dick tried to get around him, couldn't get it done, and it opened the door for Jason Meyer to steal a heat win. Let's introduce you to the field for heat number 2 of the Dirt Car UMP Street Stocks. Non-Wing Micros, you need to be in staging, please. Non-Wing Micros, you need to be in staging now. Non-Wing Micros, please make your way to staging as we introduce you to the field for heat number 2. From Jacksonville, Illinois, Brayton Bilger's in the 17B. He's on the pole, paired alongside the 2Z of Andy Zahn, starting 2nd. The 5-time Street Stock winner this season here at Jacksonville in a bright blue paint job is the 5 of Mr. Terry Reed out of Cerro Gordo. Cletus Coates starts 4th in the 34X. Jeremy Madsen's in the 44J starting 5th, in the smooth criminal. Mike Jackson starts 6th as we go green here in heat number 2. Andy Zahn quickly jumps up to an early lead. Brayton Bilger tried to track him down into turn number 3 and 4. Terry Reed here tonight in a brand new paint job with white and blue T5 coming around. He sits in 3rd. Mike Jackson's moved up from 6th to 4th as Jeremy Madsen, and Cletus Coates having trouble there in the back of the pack in 5th and 6th. Back to the race leader, that's Andy Zahn. He comes out of turn 4 with a nice 2-car advantage, and Terry Reed and Brayton Bilger nose to nose coming to the start-finish line. A little bit of a collision there between the two. In turn number 2, Terry Reed gets the advantage as Bilger goes up in the wall and had to slow down. Mike Jackson in 4th, Jeremy Madsen in 5th, Cletus Coates in 6th. Back to the race leader, that remains to be Andy Zahn. He leads into the back stretch. Terry Reed trying to hunt him down in the T5, coming into turn number 3. Brayton Bilger has dropped just a little bit off of the pace behind the front 2. He remains in 3rd, followed by Mike Jackson. Bilger with more trouble now, getting caught up in that cushion over in turn number 2. Jackson's going to try and take advantage and grab the 3rd spot. Bilger holds him off in turn 3 and 4 as they come back around to the start-finish line. Andy Zahn continues to lead here in heat number 2. He is just a half of a cat's whisker ahead of Terry Reed, the T5, as they come into the back 2 turns. Zahn wins the race off of turn number 4 and holds on to the lead. Madsen back in 5th, Cletus Coates back in 6th. Jackson in 3rd, Bilger in 4th. Back to the front 2, that's Andy Zahn and Terry Reed. They'll see the white flag first here in heat number 2. 1 lap to go for a heat win for the 2Z of Andy Zahn. But not if Terry Reed has anything to say about it as they come into the backstretch. Mike Jackson still in 3rd now. Jackson starting in the back of the pack and moved to 3rd. But the checker flag flies for Andy Zahn to the 2Z. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of heat number 2 of the Dirt Car UMP Street Stocks, the 2Z of Andy Zahn. Terry Reed grabs 2nd in heat number 2, followed by Mike Jackson, Brayton Bilger, Jeremy Madsen, and Cletus Coates as all 6 cars finish in heat number 2. Heat race race number 1 for the POWRi Racing Oil HART Non-Wing Micro Series here tonight at the Jacksonville Speedway. Let's introduce you to the field. Nine cars on the sheet, a 10-lap heat here in the Jacksonville Speedway. Scheduled on the pole is the 7A out of Athens, Illinois, driving the Armitage Collision Repair Poultry Farms machine. That is Will Armitage. Starting first on the outside is the 2R from Evansville, Indiana. Driving the Common Sense nonprofit Benthal Brothers machine, that's Tyler Rust to the 2R. From Oblong, Illinois, driving the 1 machine, that's Court Mailer. Driving the Black Sheep Speed Lab Cuppy's Paint and Collision machine. Starting fourth from Liberty, Illinois, the 12H. Driving the Huddleston Auto machine, that's Randy Huddleston. Jake Cheatham starts on the 5th spot tonight. He's from Bethalto, Illinois, driving the 71 car, sponsored by Backus Construction and Alpha One Vinyl Works. To his outside, starting 6th tonight from Jacksonville, Illinois, the 8, the K.E. Baker Trucking, Hayes and Son Plumbing, that's Miss Bailey Logue. And row number 4 from Bethalto, Illinois, the 12C is Jacob Patton. Driving the Cam Dusky Excavating Bandit Shocks machine, Corbin Gurley starts 8th tonight. He's from Hebron, Illinois. Driving the Team Volkswagen and Audi machine, the 12 car of Colton Gurley. Rounding out the field in the 27 is the Disaster Graphics Amnol Farms machine from Cooksville, Illinois. That's the 27 of Kyle Barker. Eight cars make the call. Armitage, the man that does not make the call. So the 1 car of Court Mailer moves up to the pole position. Court Mailer out of Oblong, Illinois. The 71 of Jake Cheatham moves into the 3rd spot. Jacob Patton moves up a row along with Kyle Barker as we have an 8 car field here for heat number 1. Court Mailer, Tyler Russ lead the field around turns 3 and 4. Caution lights down. Green flag is high, and here we go. Green flag for heat number 1. Tyler Russ jumps out to the early lead. He's in the 2R out of Evansville, Illinois, speeding around quickly in turns 3 and 4. He takes the lap 1 lead. He's followed up by the 12 car. The 12H, that's Randy Huddleston, has quickly moved up, and we've got trouble over in turn number 3. And that's going to bring out a caution here in heat number 1 of the POWRi Racing Oil HART Non-Wing Micros. Trouble for the 12C. That was Jacob Patton out of Bethalto, Illinois. They got him pushed into the infield. Tyler Rust leads the field of 6 now as we come back to green. And here we go back to green in heat number 1 of the non-wing micro cars. Tyler Russ continuing to lead this field. We're trying to get there. 3 12s literally on the track here at the same time here in heat number 1. Jacob Patton's in the 12C. He's in 2nd, followed by Jake Cheatham in 3rd in the 71. Court Mailer's from 4th in the 1 car, followed by Randy Huddleston in the 12H. Bailey Logue sits in 6th, Corbin Gurley in 7th. The 27 of Kyle Baker, which did not make a call. We're trying to get through heat number 1. here in the non-wing micros. Jacob Patton trying to chase down the 2R of Tyler Rust. 1 lap to go here in heat number 1. Rust will see the white flag first. Patton hot on his tail as they come into turn number 1 and 2. Let's keep an eye on the race leaders as they come into the back stretch. Patton trying to get the move on the inside. Rust says no thank you as they come into turn 4. Oh, a little bit of trouble. The checkered flag will fly for the 2R of Tyler Rust. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner in heat number 1 of the POWRi Racing Oil HART Non-Wing Micro Series, the common sense nonprofit Benthal Brothers 2R of Tyler Rust. Jacob Patton finishes second, followed by Jake Cheatham, Court Mailer, Bailey Logue, Randy Huddleston, Corbin Gurley, and Kyle Barker. Let's introduce you to the field here in heat number 2, 10 laps, all cars transferring to the A main, featured later tonight on the pole from Liberty, Illinois. In the Huddleston Auto number 3, that is Johnny Huddleston. On the outside, starting second from Jacksonville, Illinois, is the 81 of Greg Northrup. Row number 2 is the Floyd's Place Cuppies Paint and Collision 3M from Oblong, Illinois. That's Trace Mailer. Starting fourth tonight on the outside of row number 2 from Blue Springs, Missouri, is the 27W, that's Matthew Watkins. From Springfield, Illinois, starting in the 5th spot tonight is the 21, the Stolas Signs 21 of Blake Stolas. Starting 6th from Marion, Illinois, is the Bailey Chassis Richland County Machine 96, that is Alex Bergner. Cliff Powell starts 8th tonight out of Hannibal, Missouri. And the Gary Logging CMR Central Metal Recycling 6 of Cliff Powell. On the outside is the 66, also out of Hannibal, Illinois, the 66. The Hard Rock Masonry Gary Logging 66 of Kevin Powell. Starting 9th tonight out of Jacksonville, Illinois, that's the 44S, the Tom Finch Auto Myers Sign Machine of Jacob Stewart. Johnny Huddleston and Greg Northrup lead the field as all 9 cars make the call, and here we go. Green flag in heat number 2. We've got a little bit of trouble involving the 96 car of Alex Bergner. He got off of the wheels there just a little bit, able to hold on as we get 1 lap down, and Johnny Huddleston holds on to the lead. The 3 of Johnny Huddleston in first, the 3M of Trace Mailer currently sitting in second. Greg Northrup had a heck of a start in that 81. He has dropped back to the 4th spot, though. And now he's caught up in a whole mess of cars coming across the start-finish line. That also includes the 21 of Blake Stolas and the 96 of Alex Bergman. Back to the race leaders, Johnny Huddleston and Trace Mailer. Huddleston in the 3, Trace Mailer in second in the 3M as they come back around turns 3 and 4. Matthew Watkins currently sitting in third. He's in the 27M. Followed by Blake Northrup in fourth in the 81. Blake Stolas in fifth in the 21S. Alex Bergman sitting in sixth, the 96 as the white flag comes out. 1 lap to go, and Trace Mailer takes the lead. The 3M grabs onto the lead here in the last lap. He's on the back stretch. He's got a little bit of a lead over the 3 car of Johnny Huddleston. Who's it going to be at the finish line? The checkered flag goes to Trace Mailer in the 3M. Your winner of heat number 2 in the POWRi Oil Racing Oil HART Non-Wing Micros from Oblong, Illinois, the 3M of Trace Mailer. One last heat race to go here at the Jacksonville Speedway on a Labor Day Sunday night. So glad you are joining us here as we're ready for tonight's Hornets class. 9 cars on the sheet. We'll see if all 9 can make the call for the one heat run tonight. We'll bring them all back for the feature event later on this evening. On the pole will be Bill Basso in the 44. To his right, starting second from Jacksonville, Illinois, will be the 21D of Josh Dove. Although it appears that Basso may have elected to move to the back of the pack. So the 47 of Ryan Mangold will be up on the pole position. That means Dave Lauritzen in the 15 will start third. To his outside will be Danny Oates in the 41 starting fourth. Jim Duttlinger moves up from 7th to 5th now. He's in the 28 machine alongside the MJ3, that is Mark Burgess. Nick Johnson's in the 30J. He'll move up 1 row. Paired alongside the 01, who has been a winner this season at the Jacksonville Speedway. That's Matt Mackey. We apologize as we've got 10 cars on the track. We've just got 9 here on the registration sheet. Last heat race of the night here as Ryan Mangold and Josh Dove lead us to green here in the Hornets heat. Matt Mackey quickly going high as we get 3 wide here early in the Hornets heat. Matt Mackey jumps all the way up to second very quickly. Mackey has already won here this season at the Jacksonville Speedway. We've got more trouble over in turn number 3. Cars piled up 2 by 2 here in the Hornet heat as Mackey quickly moves up to the race lead. The 47 of Ryan Mangold in second, followed by the 41 of Danny Oates in third. Dave Lauritzen is in fourth. He's in the 15 car. The top 4 of 10 here in the Hornet heat. Matt Mackey continuing to lead the field. Dave Lauritzen moving quickly. He jumps up to third. He takes over the third spot from the 47 of Ryan Mangold. Matt Mackey continues to lead, followed by the 41 of Danny Oates. And right on his tail is that 15 of Lauritzen. Lauritzen starting to make some moves here in the Hornet heat. Mangold's dropped back to fourth now after starting on the pole. White flag flies. 1 lap to go here in the Hornet heat for Matt Mackey out of Delavan, Illinois. Danny Oates in second, Dave Lauritzen in third. The top 3 is the checkered flag is going to fly for the 01 of Matt Mackey. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of the Hornet heat from Delavan, Illinois, the 01 is Matt Mackey. Race fans, that's going to wrap up our heat action here at the Jacksonville Speedway. Tommy and Hank estimating 10 minutes to get the track ready here for feature action tonight, maybe just a couple to spare here and there. You've got time to make your way down to the grandstand concession area, make your way to that Hall of Fame lounge, and of course we've got that DuQuoin State Fair Champ Car race going on this evening. If you're still hungry for more race action, head underneath there to the Hall of Fame lounge. We'll be streaming that all evening long. But we'll get ready for feature action here in just a few minutes at the Jacksonville Speedway as Tommy and Hank will go to work on the track prep. We'll remind you we will be here this coming Friday At the Jacksonville Speedway, back to Friday night racing finally after a long stretch of what has been Sunday night races mixed in with one Friday night race in between. We also remind you, coming up on Wednesday, September 25th, that's going to be the World of Outlaws. Return to Jacksonville. We've tried and tried again. Mother Nature has never been kind to us. Thought we were going to get it all in. Was not successful. But we will come back on Wednesday, September 25th. That is a 7 o'clock start. And solely the World of Outlaws show. No support classes on Wednesday, September 25th. And the most important thing, if you were here previously, you need your wristband to get back in without an additional charge. And of course, as we start to get closer here, as we now creep into September, you'll be seeing more and more of that alongside on our social media channels at Twitter and Facebook. Just search up Jacksonville Speedway and follow along for all of the fun as we get into the later rounds here at the Jacksonville Speedway for our 2019 campaign. And of course, we remind you that we'll be here wrapping up the season, scheduled to wrap up on October 4th and 5th. What a big show coming up. POWRi, MOA Sprint Cars, all here during that weekend on October 4th and 5th. Fans, we invite you to get something to drink, something to eat. We'll be back in just a few minutes. We're going to put some tunes on, and we'll be back here for feature action, starting with the 305 Sprint Cars here at the Jacksonville Speedway. Looks like our gang from the Lucas Oil POWRi WAR League's got some things to throw out in the crowd. Get your hands up, get excited if you've got a couple of prizes to spare. Always nice to throw out a few things to the fans. right, are you guys having a good time tonight? That's not loud enough. Are we having a good time tonight? This is our first appearance for the PureMax Racing Oil HART Non-Wing Micro Series here at Jacksonville Speedway. We hope that you enjoy it. A little something different. The guys taking the wings off. You see at least 1 or 2 familiar faces up here in this group of 6. What we're going to do is we're going to redraw. The guys are going to pick a bag of popcorn. The popcorn has 1 through 6 on the bottom of the bag. What number they draw is where they'll start in the feature. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. 6 would be outside the front row. Drawing first, the winner of heat race number 1 from Evansville, Indiana, Tyler Rust. Come here, Tyler. You don't get off that easy. Tyler, you have been leading the points. If you look at the list right now, you aren't at the top of the points list because you threw your freebie away last night. But sometimes you got to do the marital or girlfriend duties, don't you?
Oh yeah, I got to keep her happy to keep doing this every weekend. So I'm glad to be here tonight. It's a very fast, racy track, pretty tacky. So we just got to keep it on the bottom and just hang it out.
Well, you're going to pick 1 through 6 up there and then find a youngster in the crowd to give some popcorn to. How's that sound?
Sounds great.
All right, Tyler Rust, ladies and gentlemen, the winner of heat race number 1. Tyler draws the 5, inside row number 3 for Tyler Rust. Drawing second, the winner of heat race number 2, Trace Mailer. Trace is from Oblong, Illinois, is that right?
Yes, sir.
Where exactly is Oblong, Illinois?
It's a long way from here, it seems like. We couldn't find an interstate to get here, that's for sure. So 3.5 hours of back roads and shucking the trailer around a little bit.
Well, you've been at every one of these HART Micro Series, Non-Wing Micro Series races. We're happy to have you. What do you think of the series so far? It's the first time we've got to venture a little ways away from your stomping grounds.
Yeah, as you know, I don't like wings, so I've always been, if it's non-wing, I'll drive it, and as soon as a traveling kind of non-wing micro series came about, I told Mom and Dad, I was like, we gotta follow this, because this is what I've wanted for micro sprints since I was, a little kid.
All right, well, 1 is still up there, 5 is gone. From what I'm hearing, the inside row is where you want. Hey, if you want him to pick it, you can have him come out here and pick it. That one? Let me see. Can you read it? It is the 2 outside the front row for Trace Mailer. Now the third person to draw is actually the leading passing points gatherer. You had a pretty good run. This guy, how many people know who this is without me saying his name? Last year's MOA champion, I do believe. Jacob Patton took the wing off in a little bit smaller race car.
Yeah, I would try to find something to run whenever MOA Sprint Cars aren't racing, and a buddy of mine from Alton gave me a call, Rich Gress, and asked me if I'd drive his car, and we try to do it whenever we can.
Well, you'll probably be back here next Friday, won't you?
Yeah, we are planning on finishing out the last 4 races with MOA, so we'll be here.
All right, Jacob Patton, the 2 and the 5 are gone. Let's see what Jacob comes up with. He's going to have the youngster come out and pick for him. I forgot. Hey, wait a second. Don't draw yet. Jacob, in years past with MOA, always has to find somebody with a Paul Nienheiser shirt or hat on to draw during the redraws. That just sticks here in the HART series, apparently. Why is that?
I have no idea, but last year when I won the championship, every time I could find a Nienheiser fan, it seemed like he put me in the first 2 rows.
Well, let's see what happens. Go ahead and pick which one you want. And he got a 4 outside row number 2 for Jacob Patton. Jacob is making his first HART start. Our current HART points leader. That's right, you heard that right. Current HART points leader. The next to draw, he finished with 96 points. It's Jake Cheatham. Jake, you've been here with the wing. It's a little different without the wing?
Non-wing's definitely different. The wing just runs more non-wing. I don't even know what's really going on. We're still trying to figure it out tonight.
Well, you've got a little bit of time to watch some other classes. I don't think that's going to help you a whole lot, though, is it?
No, they way more, so just handles way different. We're trying to figure everything out.
Well, Alpha One Vinyl Works is one of our big sponsors, the Victory Lane sponsor. You got Zach over there in the pit area for you, so is Zach going to figure this thing out? I heard he does all the work for you.
Zach's a big help. Sometimes he acts like Ray Charles, though, so that doesn't help much.
All right, Jake, go ahead. The 1 is still there. The 4, 5, and 2 are gone. Help him out. Which one? Oh, he picked that one. 3. Gives that popcorn away there, Jake. The 3 for Jake Cheatham. His first HART start with us tonight. He hails from down the road in Liberty. It's Johnny Huddleston. Johnny, it took me, I'm not used to seeing you with a beard. It's been a long time since I've seen your dad, and you walked up to the table. I was like, man, I should know them. It took me a few minutes to figure out who you were. You guys have been running this micro thing for a long time, haven't you?
Yeah, I started when I was 13. It's been about 8 years or so since I ran non-wing at Macomb, so it was good to get another chance to do it close to home.
Well, you've got the 1. That would be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that'd be perfect.
All right, the 1 and the 6 are what's left. No pressure, though. Left 1. It is the 6, outside row number 3. And last but not least, this is like the worst place to be, and tonight it's the best place to be. From Blue Springs, Missouri, right? Making his first HART start. He ran at Wayne County where we were at last night, but kept the wing on. Tonight he took the wing off. Matthew Watkins, thanks for joining us tonight, sir.
Yeah, it's just a tacky track, and I'm just trying to figure out how to run non-wing again. It's been 3 years.
That seems to be the theme. It's been a while since you've done it. This place is pretty fast, a little different than Wayne County last night, isn't it?
Yeah, the car reacts different when it has no wings. With wings, it like lays over better, and the corners with no wings, it kind of just wants to roll over like a lot, want to flip.
All right, well, you go ahead and pick that up. Make sure it actually says the 1 on the bottom. And then you got one more bag of popcorn. It is the 1. Matthew Watkins going to start on the front row inside for tonight's PureMax Racing HART Non-Wing Micro Series event. Thank you, everybody, for coming out. I'm going to turn it back over to Brian. I don't know if he's got anything to talk about right now or not, but I'm going to give him the microphone anyway because he looks like he should be talking about something that I shouldn't be.
Mr. Dwayne Hewlett, everybody. As we get ready to rock and roll, Alan Motley says, let's get them fired up, guys and gals, as we get revved up with track prep and we get ready to go for feature action here tonight. 305 Sprint Cars will lead off the feature action here tonight, followed by the Lucas Oil POWRi WAR Sprint Car League, Durcar UMP Street Stocks, PureMax Racing Oil HART Non-Wing Micros, and then the Hornets to wrap up what is a 5-class show here for you tonight on Labor Day Sunday at the Jacksonville Speedway. Once again, 305s, you need to begin reporting to staging now. 305s to staging for feature action here tonight at the Jacksonville Speedway. We remind you we'll be back on Friday night here at the Jacksonville Speedway. MOA Sprint Cars on the slate, along with a whole lot of more fun for you here at the Jacksonville Speedway this Friday night. 4 out of the last 5 Sundays we have been here instead of our normal Friday night routine. But we'll get back to Friday nights beginning this weekend. We hope to see you all back here, whether that's alongside with us in the grandstand or coming alongside on the YouTube channel. Thanks to Colin Dobson, collegiate man Colin Dobson, running things on the YouTube channel for us now.
last passes coming around the high bank quarter mile here at the Jacksonville Speedway for the track prep crew. Hank Pollock, Tommy Casson always doing a great job as always for us here at the Jacksonville Speedway as we get ready to rock and roll. 15 cars on the grid for the feature lineup here tonight in the 305 Sprint Cars. Let's introduce you to the field. On the pole from Weldon, Illinois, it's the 84 of Tyler Duff. On the outside, in row number 1, starting second, that's going to be the B8 of Ben Wagner. Jeff Tuxhorn starts third tonight in the feature. He's piloting the 32 machine on the inside of row number 2. To his right is the 29W, that's Wyatt Wilkerson starting fourth. Tanner Gebhardt starts fifth tonight. He's in the 27, winner of heat number 1. Champion at the Lee County Speedway, and a very successful campaign so far for the 305 of Tanner Gebhardt. To his outside from Springfield, Illinois is the 57 of Robbie McQuinn starting 6th. Robbie Standridge starts 7th tonight. He drives the X car. He'll be paired alongside Jeff Mata driving the 44 machine starting 8th. In row number 5, Nick Guernsey starts 9th tonight. He's in the 7 machine alongside Weldon's Garrett Duff, who drives the 01 starting 10th. Matt Fair starts 11th tonight on the inside of row number 6. He drives the double zero machine. To his right is the 9T. That's Dylan Tuxhorn starting 12th. Justin Parrish starts 13th. He's in the 4J on the inside of row number 7. To his right, we'll see if he makes the call after some trouble in the heats and the hot laps tonight. That's the 9V of George Van Eyder starting 14th. And rounding out the field would be the 15 car of POWRi Haley in the 17, who was also not able to make it out for heat action earlier this evening. Cars not making the call here for the feature tonight will include that 17 of POWRi Haley, the 9V of George Van Eyder. Being told the 57 of Robbie McQuinn and the 01 of Garrett Duff also not able to make the call here in the feature for the 20-lap feature tonight here in the 305 sprints of the Jacksonville Speedway. Lucas Oil POWRi WAR League Sprint Cars, you need to begin making your way to staging, please. Lucas Oil POWRi WAR League Sprint Cars, you need to begin making your way to staging, please. As we get the field set for the 305 Sprint Car feature. One more rundown of the race field now that we know who has made the call. Tyler Duff and Ben Wagner in row 1. Jeff Tuxhorn, Wyatt Wilkerson in row 2. Tanner Gebhardt and Robbie McQuinn in row 3. Robbie Standridge and Jeff Mata in row 4. Nick Guernsey, Dylan Tuxhorn in row number 5. Matt Fair and George Van Eyder in row number 6. Justin Parrish, who has also appeared to not make the call, would have been in the 4J. 12 cars on the field, 20 laps. Race fans, get on your feet, get loud. Let's hear it for our local 305 drivers tonight here at the Jacksonville Speedway. Caution lights are down. Wagner and Duff lead the field. Flag with the 05 Sprint box for number 4. Ben Wagner sitting up. I say the 84 plays it out as he's got just a little bit of distance to make up if he wants to try that, take that top spot. Wilkerson, Jeff Tuxor, Stanbridge, and Gebhardt still remain in position 5 and 6. Down, way down. Nick Guernsey. Guernsey remains in 7th, followed by Dylan Tuxor in 8. Jeff Mata at 9th. Matt Fair in 10th. Now here comes continuing to hold on to the lead as they get around the first flat car. Ben Wagner in 2nd. Wilkerson in 3rd. Robbie Stanbridge moves up 4th. From 5th, overtakes the 32 of Jeff Tuxor. Stanbridge as they come into turn number 1. He's got to chase down the 29 of Wyatt Wilkerson as they're in the back stretch. Back to the race leader, that's Tyler Duff crossing the start. Ben him down. What a run right now for Wyatt Wilkerson. He's got to hold on to the X car of Robbie Stanbridge as they go to the back 2 turns. Wilkerson in 3rd, Stanbridge in 4th. Jeff Tuxor in front. He is. And now Tanner Gebhardt continues to try and make his play to get back to the front of the pack. Tyler Duff continues to lead this race, a wire-to-wire run so far for the 84 out of Weldon, Illinois. And Wagner trying to get around lap traffic. That's the 44 of Jeff Mata. Here comes Robbie Sandridge and Wyatt Wilkerson. They're trying to chase down that second spot away from Ben Wagner as they come into the back 2 turns. Wagner having a heck of a time getting around Mata. Tries to get side, still trying to get around the 44, and now he finally does. Now he's got to get back to the 84. That's Tyler Duff. Continuing to lead a wire-to-wire run so waning last year. 305. Ben Wagner in 2nd. Now Robbie in 3rd, Wyatt Wilkerson in 4th. Tanner Gebhardt and Jeff Tuxor going at it. White flag. Have to go for the 84. A half a lap away from a feature win for the 84. The checker flies for the 84. Robbie Stanley finished 3rd. Wyatt Wilkerson finishes 4th. Jeff Tuxor rounds out your top 5. A wire-to-wire win tonight. No yellow flags in the 305 Sprint Car feature. Ladies and gentlemen, get your hands together. Let's hear it for the 84 of Tyler Duff. Tyler, will tell you what, it's real nice to see you in victory lane. It's been a pretty nice season for you here at the Jacksonville Speedway. There's always seemed to be that one car you couldn't get around, but tonight a wire-to-wire win. It's got to be a nice feeling to be here in victory lane tonight, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it feels amazing. I just can't thank Brian enough. This is his car, and This is my first year running sprint cars, so it's been a really big learning curve, and I can't thank him enough for getting the car. I mean, I help, but he knows all the brains of it. If it wasn't for him, I'd be Freddie Flintstone in it.
Well, the biggest thing, you had to get around some lap traffic tonight. You were able to handle that pretty easy. It looked like the car handled well tonight for you.
Yeah, it was good everywhere we went, even in the heat race and practice. I felt confident the whole time. Yeah, sometimes lap cars are always tricky, but that's part of racing.
That it is. Ladies and gentlemen, get your hands together one more time for Tyler Duff, your champion tonight in the 305 sprint car class here at Jacksonville. We are ready to rock and roll after a couple of last passes here by the track prep crew. We are going to get ready for the Lucas Oil POWRi WAR Sprint Car League Season Championship here at the Jacksonville Speedway. Alan Staley, you've got one heck of a feature coming up, don't you?
All right, race fans, are you ready? 22 cars for 22 laps. Getting ready to come out onto the racing surface, the POWRi Lucas Oil WAR Sprint League. I'd like to thank all of our race sponsors for helping make this possible. POWRi Performance Open Road Racing Incorporated, our touring sanctioned body specializing in national midget, non-wing sprint car, 600cc outlaw micro sprint racing. And Lucas Oil. Lucas Oil Products is an American manufacturer and distributor of automotive oil, additives, and lubricants, with a company focused on creating and producing better working oils than those currently available on the commercial marketplace. From your daily driver to the weekend racer, Lucas Oil Products have you covered. Earlier in the night, Hitchman Racebird Heat Race number 1 winner went to car number 90, Riley Kreisel. Bell Racing Helmet Heat Race number 2 win, car number 12, Wesley Smith. And Sure Built Suspension Heat Race number 3 went to the 56 of Mitchell Davis. Tonight's LLB Incorporated High Point qualifier was none other than Heat Race number 3 winner, the 56 of Mitchell Davis. Reaches into that pill draw, draws a 0, so no invert here tonight to wrap up the point season for the POWRi Lucas Oil WAR Sprint League. I'll go ahead and give you a rundown right now. Going to be starting on the pole out of Auburn, Illinois, car number 56, Mitchell Davis. Outside, row number 1, car number 90 out of Warsaw, Missouri, Riley Kreisel. Inside, row number 2 out of Nixon, Missouri, car number 12, Wesley Smith. Outside of him, out of Auburn, Illinois, car number 6, Mario Klauser. Inside, row number 3, car number 28, Springfield, Missouri's own Corey Schutte. Outside of him, out of Bartlett, Tennessee, car number 16, Anthony Nicholson. Row number 4 on the inside, out of Lone Jack, Missouri, the 77 of Jack Wagner. Outside of him, out of Cactus Flats, Missouri, the 22 SS Slater Help. Row number 5 on the inside, out of Saybrook, Illinois, the 29, Mitch Wismiller. Outside of him, out of Millersville, Missouri, car number 31, B of Joe B. Miller. Next row on the inside, out of Elkhart, Illinois, car number 52F of Logan Hawken. Outside of him, the 8D out of Springfield, Illinois, Robbie Standridge. Rolling off 13th out of Brimfield, Illinois, car number 2A of Austin Archdale. Outside of him is starting in 14th out of Lone Jack, Missouri, car number 73, the Hammer, Samuel Wagner. Next row on the inside out of Kansas, Illinois, it's the 5C of Colton Cottle. Outside of him, out of Atlanta, Illinois, the N2 of Nick Harris. Out of St. Louis, Missouri, car number 70 of Pete Palazzolo rolls off 17th. Outside of him, the 6B out of Mason City, Illinois, Andy Falk. Rolling off 19th out of Rantoul, Illinois, car number 20 is Steve Thomas. On the outside out of Barstow, Illinois, the 90X of Patrick Moody. And in that final row, on the inside out of Stronghurst, Illinois, Travis Pence. Outside of him, scheduled to go out of Lone Jack, Missouri, car number 4 of Braden Cromwell. So I understand only one car unable to make the call. That's out of Lone Jack, Missouri, car number 4, the Cowboy, Braden Cromwell. So giving a little bit of time for Robbie Standards as he's doing double duty here tonight, giving him time to climb from within the 305 into his non-wing. As drivers already being told, if you have somebody behind them, go ahead, fire these engines off. 18 points separating the top 2 in points season standings, and it all comes down to this: 25 laps to determine who will be our 2019 POWRi Lucas Oil War Sprint League champion. Will it be last year the defending champion, car number 90 of Riley Kreisel out of Warsaw, Missouri, currently leading the standings? Or will it be the rookie phenom, rookie of the year winner out of Springfield, Missouri? That car number 28, John Sawyer Racing on the side of Corey Schutte. Kreisel rolling off outside row number 1, the 28, Corey Schutte, starting inside of row number 3. So again, if Riley Kreisel finishes ahead of that car number 28 of Corey Schutte, that's it. Kreisel's our champion. But if Schutte is able to finish ahead of the 90 of Kreisel by enough positions, he could potentially be our 2019 War Series champion. Cars are getting a little bit of heat into their engines. Everybody's starting to fire out here on the race surface. Car number 22S, a Slater Hell. Looks like he's up into the work area. Looks like a low left rear tire on the 22S, a Slater Hell. Comes Robbie Standridge, able to get that car fired as he's going to make his way out here onto the racing surface. The cars are circling the track, making sure everybody able to make the call. 22S Slater held over in the staging area. I'd like to thank our sponsors again, POWRi, Lucas Oil, Instrument Raceware, sponsoring heat race number 1, Bell Helmet, sponsor of heat race number 2, Sure Nose Suspension, heat race number 3 sponsor. LOD Incorporated, sponsoring tonight's High Point qualifier. Indy Race Parts, picking up the Hard Charger Award. Valor Racing, sponsoring our Lucky 7 finisher. Chalk Sticks, and KSE. As we are going to give these drivers a couple of what we're going to call hot laps. Able to go around, get a little feel for the track. As those 305s did an outstanding job in their 20-lap feature, going caution-free. Starting to set the berm up on the top side, smoothing in this racing surface. Jacksonville Speedway looking mighty racy here tonight. As yellow flag conditions come back out onto the racing surface, we're going to start to form the field. Again, it's that 56, Mitchell Davis inside row number 1. The 90, Riley Kreisel outside of him. In row number 2 is the 12, Wesley Smith. The 6 of Mario Clauser. Row 3, Corey Schutte in the 28. 16 of Anthony Nicholson. Row number 4, the 77 of Jack Widener. The 22 S of Slater Held. Row 5, the 29, Mitch Wismiller. Row 31B, Joe B. Miller. In row 6, the 52 F of Logan Pocket. And the 80 of Robbie Standridge. 7th row finds the 2A Austin Archdale, the 73 of Samuel Wagner. In the 8th row, the 5C Colton Connell, the N2 of Nick Harris. 9th row, the 70 of Pete Palazzolo, the 6B Andy Baugh. In that 10th row, the 20 is Steve Thomas, the 90X Patrick Beatty. And in that 11th and final row, all by himself, is going to be that car number 01. Of Travis Pence. Car number 22S, a Slater Help. Gonna find his way up to the fourth row. As that car number 22S Slater Help gonna attack that car to the rear of the field. Race fans, I want you to do me a favor. Can you please rise? Pick out that favorite car, favorite number, favorite driver. Give him a big hoop holler. Wave and a send off. Make some noise. Do a POWRi WAR Sprint League. As the lights go down, the field is set. Flagman Ronnie ready up there in the flag stand. Batten down the hatches and hold on tight, race fans, because this is war. Going green out of turn 4. Green flag in the air. One place in Jacksonville Speedway. These are Mitchell Davis out to the advantage of the 90 of Riley Kreisel up to the high side. Drive putting it down the back straightaway. It's the 56 of Mitchell Davis, the 90 of Riley Kreisel, the 6 of Mario Fowler up the third. The 12 of Weston Smith rounding out your top 4. And here comes shooting. Car number 28 of Corey shooting down to the inside, but we're going to single file it into 3 and 4. Mitchell Davis with the lead. Kreisel in second. Fowler run in third. Side by side for the fifth. Who is Ronald Smith with the 28 of shooting. Shooting going to have the position as we go down the back straightaway. 16 of Anthony Nicholson looking to the inside of the 12 of Wesley Smith now. Smith still with a little bit of smoke coming out of the back. As we're still green flag. Mitchell Davis, your leader. Kreisel second. Car number 6 of Mario Clouds rounding out your focus. Car 28 of Corey Street. Tries to march his way to the front. Yellow flag conditions coming out onto the racing surface. Yellow flag coming out onto the racing surface. So for a safety issue, car number 12 of Wesley Smith has been black flagged. For safety reasons, we cannot allow car number 12 of Wesley Smith to put the smoke screen out. So car number 12, Wesley Smith, has been black flagged. Again, race fans, safety precaution. We cannot allow that smoke screen to continue here in the feature. With car number 12, Wesley Smith pulling that car off the racing surface. It's the 56, Mitchell Davis out of Auburn, Illinois, your leader. The 90, Riley Kreisel second. The 6, Mario Clausel runs third. 28 of Corey Schutte sitting fourth. 16 of Anthony Nicholson rounds out your top 5. Right behind him, how about the 31B of Joe B. Miller? And here comes Robbie. Robbie Standards in that car number AD all the way up to 7th. Right behind him, the 77, Jack Wagner, the 29 of Mitch Wismiller, 73 of Samuel Wagner, the N2 of Nick Harris, the 52F of Logan Falcon, followed by the 2A of Austin Archdale, the 5C Colton Cottle, 22S of Slater Hell, the 70 of Pete Palazzolo, the 6B of Andy Baugh, the 20 of Steve Thomas, and rounding out the field, car number 90X of Patrick Booty. As the drivers get the one to go signal this time by from Lonnie up there in the flag stand, the lights go out. The field is, we're going back green with 3 laps in the books, 22 to go. Mitchell Davis leading the field on his terms in turns number 3 and 4. As we're back, green flag racing here at Jacksonville Speedway, another great start by the 56 of Mitchell Davis. Kreisel going to drive it in low as long as 6 of Mario Fowler takes it high. Down the back chute, going to flip-flop a little as Kreisel going to go a little high. Fowler on about making it through wide. Entering into turns number 1 and 2. Davis, Kreisel, Fowler, Shooting, Nicholson, Miller, Standridge, Wagner, Wismiller. As everybody still checking on the 56. Mitchell Davis, your leader. Everything starting to single file out here on the racing surface. As the 56 of Mitchell Davis spreading it out, got a commanding lead. About a half a straightaway dominance over the 90th. Finally, Kreisel. Kreisel, not so much now down the back straightaway. Finally, Kreisel with a good run right there in the number 2 spot. Battle for third, shifting up on the track. It's between car number 6, Mario Fowler, who's running third, and the 28, Corey Shooting, trying to march his way to the front. Right behind Shooting finds the 16, Andrew Nicholson. The 31 the window net comes down over in turns number 3 and 4. Up into the wall goes the 52F of Logan Falken. So a little bit of a bicycle moment over in turns number 3 and 4. 52F of Logan Falken going to keep it down on all fours, but a hard ride into the wall. Tough break for that car number 52F of Logan Falken. So again, a tough break for that car, number 52F of Logan Falken, as he's going to be pushed off the racing surface. Nine laps in the books, 9 laps down. As is the 56, Mitchell Davis, our leader. The 90 of Kreisel sitting second, doing everything he can to win himself back-to-back championships. The 6, Mario Klauser, rounding out the podium right behind him. Car number 28 of Corey Schutte. So car number 52F of Logan Falken is getting his 2 courtesy laps in the work area. So 2 courtesy laps for that car number 52F of Logan Falken going over to the work area. Mitchell Davis, the leader. Kreisel second. Klauser third, Schutte fourth, Nicholson fifth, Joe B. Miller in the 31B running 6th, Robbie Standridge in the 8B sitting 7th. 8th is the 77 of Jack Wagner, 29 of Mitch Rissmiller running 9th, and rounding out the top 10. How about that N2 of Nick Harris as we're getting the 1 to go signal this time by. The lights will be going out as our field is set. Going back, green flag racing out of turn 4. 9 laps in the books, 9 laps down. 56 of Mitchell Davis's race to start as he's going to take them slow into 3 and 4. Now on the gas, heavy right in the middle. Another great start by car number 56 of Mitchell Davis. Auburn, Illinois. Native Mitchell Davis, our leader. Kreisel second, and here comes Klauser. Mario Klauser going to take a top shelf, but going to have a minute at the line. Here comes Schutte. Going to be turned up to the top side as we enter into turns number 3 and 4. Davis, Kreisel, Schutte. Here comes Klauser back on the hop. Still rounding out our top 5. Off the track is car number 29 of Mitch Miller. Cross flags halfway through this feature. Mitchell Davis, our leader. Kreisel second. Schutte now off the third. As Klauser going to pull back the 4th. Anthony Nicholson. Top 5, and he's got company. Here comes Joe B. Miller down on the inside. Halfway through this feature, Davis still the leader by about a half a straightaway over car number 90 of Riley Kreisel. Lloyd's battle comes down to the night as Kreisel runs second. Schutte runs third. It's been a battle all year between these drivers. If Schutte's going to take it, he's got to get to the front in a hurry. Away. Mitchell Davis, the 56, our leader. Kreisel running the inside line from first number 1 and 2. He's second. Here comes Corey Schutte. Schutte's trying a different line. He goes it up top. Not quite there in 3 and 4. As he's still running in that third spot back behind him. The 6 of Mario Klauser. The 16, Anthony Nicholson. The 31 of Joe B. Miller. As last traffic coming into play, car number 90 of Patrick Moody. The first victim of black traffic. Oh, he's going to hold up the 90 of Kreisel down the back straightaway. Just what Schutte needed. A chance at daylight as all for turn 4. Schutte with a good move, but Kreisel's got momentum in the middle of the track. It's the 56 of Davis up front. Battle on the track now for second and third between the 90 of Riley Kreisel, the 28 of Corey Schutte. As we have 5 laps to go. 20 down. 5 to go for our leader, Mitchell Davis. Davis top of 4. Here comes Riley Kreisel, Corey Schutte, Mario Klauser, Anthony Nicholson, Joe B. Miller, and the 77 of Jack Wagner. car number 22, SF Slater Health. Slater Health slow up on the high side in turns number 3 and 4. It cannot get any more drama-filled than this. That car number 28, Corey Schutte, knows exactly what he needs to do to win a championship. Right behind him, the 90, Riley Kreisel, also aware of what he needs to do to win back-to-back championships. All Kreisel has to do is stay within striking distance. But Schutte doing everything in his power to earn himself not only Rookie of the Year honors, but a POWRi Lucas Oil War Sprint League championship. 56, Mitchell Davis, our leader, the 28, Corey Schutte second, the 90 of Riley Kreisel rounding out our podium. We're looking at a green-white checkered flag finish. The drama can't be much bigger in a green-white checkered flag finish for a points championship. Davis the leader, Schutte second, Kreisel third, Klauser fourth, Nicholson fifth. Lights out, field set, going green, out of 4. One flag, green flag racing. Davis our leader. Here comes Corey Schutte. Schutte getting pulled up on the high side. He had a good run, but Davis gonna shuffle more. Down into turns number 3 and 4 as the white flag comes out. One more time around Jacksonville Speedway. Davis our leader. Schutte second. Kreisel third. Down the back chute into turns number 3 and 4. Schutte gonna go for broke, but Davis gonna have off turn number 4. Your feature winner, car number 56, Mitchell Davis. Second place goes to car number 28 of Corey Schutte. Fourth place, the 90 of Riley Kreisel. Fourth place, the 6 of Mario Klauser. And rounding out your top 5, car number 16 of Anthony Nicholson. Head down trackside for the on-track interviews with our feature winner and our POWRi Lucas Oil War Series champion. Finishing in that 3rd place on the podium out of Warsaw, Missouri, car number 90, Riley Kreisel. Finishing in the runner-up spot out of Springfield, Missouri, car number 28, Corey Schutte. But here tonight, race fans, as the belt's coming off, getting ready to climb from the inside of the car, already getting the checkered flag out of Auburn, Illinois. Here he comes, race fans. Give him a big round of applause. Your feature winner here tonight, car number 56, Mitchell Davis. As the helmet comes off, a very happy victory lane here tonight at Jacksonville Speedway. Not a question of if, but when here in 2019 would I be able to talk to you down here in Victory Lane. Congratulations, feature winner here tonight, the 56, Mitchell Davis. How's it feel, buddy?
Oh, it's awesome. We've been working for the past couple of years, getting this thing better and better. I realized about halfway through the year this year we were fast, but not quite at it. And I was too strung out doing the car owner, crew chief, and driver. I turned the crew chief over to my dad. This thing's been on rails ever since.
I'd say it definitely worked out. That car looked like it was a rocket ship here tonight. It looked like you could put it anywhere. How was the track? How was the car? Tell me about your sponsors, bud.
The track was great. I can't thank Jacksonville enough for going through with it and having us run this race. Thanks to all the fans for coming out. I got to thank Iowa Auto Body, Ben Brothers Garage Door, Cannon Graphics, all for making this car look so nice. That's finally in Victory Lane.
Congratulations, my friend. Feature winner here tonight, car number 56 out of Auburn, Illinois, Mitchell Davis. Finding himself on the podium yet again. Nothing to hang your head about, my friend. I know you're a little discouraged. Points championship came down to tonight. The guy you were chasing finishes right behind you, but great race here tonight. How was the track? It looked like you were really pushing yourself about those last 5 laps.
Yeah, it started to get wide there. It was really coming in. Going into it, I knew he was going to run 4th or better, so I was just trying to win the race. And I thought I had a run on him, and I kind of messed up off 2 there. So would like to redo that one again, but obviously congratulations to Mitchell, Bradley Kreisel, Rick Smith, his parents. That's awesome for them. They deserve it.
All right, tell me about who makes this car so fast for you, my friend.
Well, John and his wife Jessica. Without them, I wouldn't be racing. But Boss Chassis, Patriot Engine. We've got Sure-Built Suspension. Hughes Brothers, he's here tonight. Can't thank him enough for coming. Empire Energy, Sprint Lawn Care, Outdoor Creations. There's so many people that help us get up and down the road. We couldn't do it without them.
Congratulations again, car number 28 out of Springfield, Missouri, Corey Schutte. And here he comes, back-to-back champion out of Warsaw, Missouri, rounded out the podium here tonight at Jacksonville Speedway. But your 2019 POWRi Lucas Oil War Sprint League champion, the 90, Riley Kreisel. How's it feel, buddy?
It feels pretty awesome. Pretty tired. That was probably one of the ugliest races I could have run, and these two ran probably the best race they've run all year. So they really made me work for it. You know, I'm not very easy to please, so this year's been kind of a bummer for me. It's a lot closer than I or anybody probably would have liked it to be, but Rick and Deb gave me an awesome opportunity again this year, and they never disappoint me. And my mom and dad, they bust their butts to get us up and down the road. Braden Renfro, he didn't know much about sprint cars this year, and we kind of took him on as a case, and he helped us out a lot, learned a lot. I'm excited for whatever comes with these guys. This Weather Tech Renovations machine's been on rails all year. It's just been a joy to run it all year.
All right, congratulations again out of Warsaw, Missouri, car number 90, and still your POWRi Lucas Oil War Series champion, Riley Kreisel. Race fans, I want to personally thank each and every one of you for coming out here tonight. It's been an honor to talk to you all evening. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and hand things back up to my good buddy Brian upstairs.
Thank you very much, Alan. As we get ready to rock and roll, we'll clear the track here and get ready for the dirt car UMP Street Stock feature here at the Jacksonville Speedway. Well, let's introduce you to the starting grid tonight. On the pole, being able to sneak out that heat win on the very last turn is the 99 of Jason Meyer. Rudy Zaragoza starts second. He's on the outside of row number 1 in the 67R. Starting third tonight on the inside of row number 2 is the 2Z of Andy Zond. He's paired alongside the smooth criminal Mike Jackson from Concord, Illinois, who starts fourth in the 89. The 5-time winner this season at Jacksonville starts fifth tonight. He's in the 5. That's Terry Reed out of Cerro Gordo, Illinois. Daryl Dix on to his right. He's in the 22 car starting 6th. Jimmy Miller starts 7th tonight. He's on the inside of row number 4 in the 72C. Paired alongside Braden Bilger from Jacksonville, Illinois. He starts 8th in the 17B. Row 5 looks like this. Jeremy Madsen starts 9th in the 44J. To his right is David Mowery out of Jacksonville, piloting the 4M machine. He'll start 10th. Jacob Bowen, scheduled to start 11th tonight. He's on the inside of row number 6 in the 52. Starting 12th is the 34X of Cletus Coates. And rounding out the field would be the 14 of Wes Bisenthal. He'll be on the inside of row number 7 in the 14. Once again, your starting field, Meyer and Zaragoza in row number 1, Zond and Jackson in row number 2, Reed and Dick in row number 3, Miller and Bilger in row number 4, Madsen and Mowery in row number 5, Bowen and Coates in row number 6, Bisenthal rounding out the field in row number 7. Cautions are down, green flags high, and here we go. Green flag in tonight's dirt car UMP Street Stock feature. up in turn number 2. That was Mike Jackson, Daryl Nick, and Terry Reed as they tried to fight for position early here. Reed's in the first and takes the lap 1 lead ahead of Jason Meyer. Mike Jackson quickly sneaks up the third. Andy's on trying to edge him out in turn number 2. Daryl Dick right behind both of them. He sits in 5th, followed by Braden Milcher in 6th. Jimmy Miller, David Mowrey, and Jeremy Madsen. Following behind is now we've got a yellow in turn number 2 for Terry Reed. Caution flag comes out for the T5 of Terry Reed in a brand new paint job tonight. He's going to make his way to the infield. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Jason Meyer, your champion of tonight's street stock class here at the Jacksonville Speedway. Jason will tell you what, all you needed was one miscue there early, and you were able to take the lead and then hold on for the remainder of the race. A nice run tonight. Tell us about it.
Yeah, track was definitely very heavy and definitely was on the wheel all night. I don't know what happened to Rudy. He was fast, but he had a slip up or broke, and that's the advantage we had, or else I don't think I was going to get around him. But I appreciate everybody coming out tonight. Fans are great here. Everybody's been nice in the pits and had a great night. So,
well, we're happy to have you, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hear it one more time for Jason Meyer, your champion of tonight's street stock feature here at Jacksonville. Ladies and gentlemen, feature number 4 of 5 this evening here at Jacksonville. It's the POWRi Racing Oil HART Non-Wing Micros Series. Let's introduce you to the field. First on the pole for Blue Springs, Missouri. The 27W is Matthew Watkins. To his outside, the 3M from Oblong, Illinois. Heat winner earlier this evening is Trace Meyer. Chick Cheatham starts third tonight. He's on the inside of road number 2 in the 71 out of Bethalto, Illinois. Paired alongside another Bethalto native, the 12C of Jacob Patton. Tyler Rust starts 5th tonight. He's on the inside of road number 3 in the 2R out of Evansville, Indiana. Johnny Host paired alongside the 3 car. He's out of Liberty, Illinois, starting 6th. In road number 4, Blake Stolas. He starts 7th tonight, out of Springfield, Illinois in the 21. Court Mailer from Oblong, Illinois, starts 8th. He's in the 1 car. From Marion, Illinois, Alex Bergner starts 9th tonight. He's on the inside of road number 5 in the 96. To his right, from Liberty, Illinois, the 12H of Randy Host. Bailey Lowe starts 11th this evening out of Jacksonville, Illinois. She's piloting the Pink 8 car alongside Corbin Gurley from Hebron, Illinois, Indiana in the 12. From Hannibal, Missouri, Kevin Powell starts 13th tonight in the 66. Paired alongside Greg Northrup from Jacksonville in the 81, starting 14. Row number 8. On the inside, starting 15th tonight from Cooksville, Illinois, the 27 of Kyle Barker. Alongside Hannibal native with Powell, who starts in the 6 car. He'll start in 16. Starting 17th tonight from Athens, Illinois, the 7A of Will Armitage. And rounding out the field is the 44S of Jacob Stewart from Jacksonville, Illinois. Lap to go, and we'll go green in tonight's POWRi Racing Oil HART Non-Wing Micro Series. Here at the Jacksonville Speedway, Matthew Watkins, Trace Mailer on the front row here tonight. And here we go, green flag. Trouble over in turn number 2 right off the bat. Trouble in turn number 2 for the 2R Tyler Rust out of Evansville, Indiana. Trouble also over in turn number 4 for the 66. That's Kevin Powell out of Hannibal, Missouri. this car, having trouble over in turn number 3, appears to be the 7A of Will Armitage out of Athens, Illinois. Trying to get this field reset as the car of Will Armitage having some trouble in turn number 3. They're going to get him pushed into the infield. We'll get the field reset and attempt to go back to green. Jake Cheatham, the 3 of Trace Mailer in the front row as we work to get back to green here. And Duramax Racing Oil HART Non-Wing Micros class here tonight at the Jacksonville Speedway. Hornets is still to come as we round out the program here in the later part of the evening. Trying to work up very quickly with leaves the 3 car of Johnny Hudson. Out of apologize, these cars are a little bit difficult to see from up here in the scoring tower with the small numbers on the very back of the car. And we've got trouble over in turn number 4. Trouble in turn number 4. For the big game of Bailey Lowe out of Jacksonville, Illinois. Lineup's correct as we get ready to go back to green here at the Jacksonville Speedway in the Non-Wing Micros. 71 of Jake Cheatham leads the field as we come back around turn number 4. He's followed by Jacob Patton, Trace Mailer, Tyler Russ, Johnny Huddleston, Court Mailer, Blake Stollis, Will Armitage, Alex Berger, and Cliff Powell, your top 10. Jacob jumps out for the early lead as we go to the lead restart. The 12C of Jacob Patton hot on his tail in second, followed by Trace Mailer in third, Tyler Rust in fourth, Johnny Huddleston in fifth. Will Trace Mailer and Johnny Huddleston. Your top five as they have been so far in the race. Early last 7 laps now for the here. HART Non-Wing Micros series. 5th race of the season for the Non-Wing Micros. Throughout the year. Johnny Rust is 1-2. Trouble for the 3M of Trace Mailer. As he came to the infield now on lap 1. Jacob Patton now has the lead. Jake Cheatham in second, Tyler Rust in third, Johnny Huddleston, Court Mailer. Your top 5 now, Will Armitage at the 6. Mailer jumps up 1 spot. She's moving to the 9th spot now. Finishes in second, Jake Cheatham third, Will Armitage fourth, and Johnny Huddleston, your top 5 here tonight at Jacksonville. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for your winner of tonight's non-wing micro class, the 12C of Jacob Patton. Jacob, no different as we've heard from other cars tonight, really having to put the wheel down tonight and really work hard to grab a win tonight out there in Jacksonville, isn't it?
Yeah, that was just straight up rodeo there. That was a real fun race, real physical race. So.
Had a lot of guys hot on your tail as you were able to take the lead. Tell us about the last lap so you were able to hold things off.
I really thought I gave it away going through lap traffic there, and then I guess when Tyler got up above the cushion, he kind of opened the door for me and I was able to get it back. So
Great deal. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for your champion of tonight's non-wing micro class, the 12C of Jacob Patton. Starting grid for tonight's Hornets feature looks like this. From Delavan, Illinois, the 01 of Matt Mackey's on the pole. Danny Oates starts second, he's in the 41. Dave Lauritsen's on the inside of row number 2, starting third in the 15. Paired alongside Mike Gossett, then the G3, he starts fourth. Ryan Mangold starts fifth tonight in the 47, along with Jim Duttlinger starting sixth in the 28. In row number 4, Nick Johnson's in the 30J starting seventh, alongside Jacksonville's Josh Dubb, who starts eighth in the 21D. The last two cars in row number 5, that's the 44 of Bill Masso starting 9th, and the MJ3 of Mark Burgess starts 10th. Last feature of the night, ready to go here at Jacksonville. Matt Mackey, Danny Oates on the front rows. They lead the field to green. Once again, your field for the Hornet feature, Matt Mackey, Danny Oates in the front row. Dave Lauritsen, Mike Gossett in row number 2. Ryan Mangold and Jim Duttlinger in row number 3. Nick Johnson and Josh Dubb in row number 4. Bill Basso and Mark Burgess round out the field in row number 5. Caution lights down. Field comes around turns 3 and 4 for one more go at feature action tonight. And here we go, lead in tonight's Hornets feature. Ryan Mangold sits in 6th, followed by the 30J
checkered flag flies. Another win for Matt Mackey in the C01. Unios takes second. Dave Lewitz finishes third, and Jim Duttlinger finishes fourth.